How's it going, everybody? How's things? It's been a while. We're finally back again for another just kind of weekend of streaming, you know, kind of a long weekend, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, kind of a weekend. How's everybody doing? Gamble. Yeah, we have to get at least one Pokeball Lotto per stream is the rule now. And I haven't been having the good luck. Most of the streams I was starting where I already had it, just like right out of the gate, it hasn't been working like that lately. I've been getting a lot of double items, which is the worst feeling. So hopefully we get one soon. Did a one-hit KO strat on Blaziken. One-hit KO... Oh, there's the, what is it? The, like, strong one. What is it called? It's like the... Undefeated... What is it? What is the mark that you get with it? I can't remember. Ceiling Cat with a 10, buddy. I appreciate you. Sorry, I'm behind. But yeah. I appreciate you guys. And look at that. We're at a cool 10.7k. We're making our way to 11k, guys. Guys, get some sneezels in the chat. Maybe a pay button or two. A Mr. Kappa, perhaps. I think I'm gonna wait on that just a little bit until people are in here. Sorry. My wife is bringing me... Somebody sent me something to the P.O. box that we're gonna open up tonight. And she's holding it very angrily at the entrance to the stream room. I want to open it, but I want to make sure that people are here to see it. You know what I mean? So, it takes a little bit. Mightiest mark. There you go. Unrivaled, not undefeated. I was close. But yeah. Alright, she's going to come back later. In like an hour. There she goes. Just like that. So yeah. We're going to open up a mystery gift. I haven't seen what it is. My wife vetted it to make sure that it isn't going to get me canceled on YouTube or anything, but I have no idea what's in there. So, we'll see. And if there's any Terry's chocolate oranges, the person who sent it to me is banned. Big time banned. I see a Lyco 100 already. Are we ready to go on that? I'll get it pinned up if we're good to go. We're already at 50. The P.O. Box shenanigans, yes. And if you guys ever want to send anything to the P.O. Box to be opened on stream, exclamation P.O. Box in the chat. You know, just hopefully Pokemon related. Hopefully, well, it'll have to be family friendly. We have it vetted before I open it on stream, but, you know... If you want it to be open on stream, I can. If you don't want it to be open on stream, that's also... I always, like, make sure to ask, because I feel bad if it's something that, like, they don't want out there. But either way, it's out there. If you ever feel like it. I think we're ready for the 100 like goal. I see people posting it, so I'm going to trust you guys. We usually knock out these 50 like goals real quick. I believe. I want to believe. I also want to believe that I'm going to get a Pokeball Lotto, but I kind of don't. I don't know what's going on here. Are you a goofy goober? Yeah, that's me. You know, have we talked about this before? I didn't really, like the SpongeBob movie or the Rugrats movies when they were coming out. And I think it's because Nickelodeon movies, for some reason, are so dark. Like, not just, like, the plot, which they are, but, like, the art, too, is really dark for some reason. It's, like, very shadowy, like they're trying to make it look, like, cinematic or something, and it just looks really weird. And in, like, the Rugrats movie, like, they're all just babies. If you guys haven't seen Rugrats before, we have some younger folks in the chat, so you might not have ever seen Rugrats before, but, yeah, but there's a scene where they're like in this forest alone, two babies, like a newborn and like a 1-year-old in the forest, and the 1-year-old hates the new baby. And he's just, you can see the hatred in his eyes. He's like contemplating just like leaving this newborn brother of his to die in the wilderness. He's got this like scary flash in his eyes that he's just like, this like Lord of the Flies kind of look is what he got. And it was just very weird. Alright, anyways. When the pirates sing the SpongeBob theme song, it's perfection. There was a SpongeBob movie kind of recently that was like a claymation-y looking thing that looked kind of cool, but a new SpongeBob doesn't really do it for me either. It kind of has to be the older SpongeBob to really hit the right spot for your boy. I was a Rugrat when Rugrats was on TV. There you go. Yeah, I have a feeling a lot of people here probably that's the case. Ban them if they don't know Rugrats. No, I mean, they haven't been on the TV, like, on the air for a long time, I feel like. Pokeball Lotto, please. Don't give me another double item. Okay, we can finally move on with our lives. Here we go. And Mel, everybody welcome in, by the way. I kind of went off on a rant about Rugrats right at the beginning of stream, but, yeah, welcome in. Sorry if I missed you guys. Some Lotto Luck. Animated sound wave. This is where we use the Lotto Luck. Alright, we got 2. Whatever. 2's good. I've had things with 0, so... Beast Ball. Beast Ball is like one of my favorite things to get out of here because you kind of need a lot of Beast Balls because of how bad they are at catching things. So yeah, we'll take a Beast Ball and a Safari Ball. Going for Beldum, very nice. It's not like... Oh, there's one more thing. I did the epilogue on my own. Just because, like, I feel it's really short. It wasn't really worth, like, doing the shenanigans on stream, I felt like. But I noticed in my list now, I have a new place I can go. I can go to Kieran's room. Has anybody gone in here? Has anybody done this yet? Do I get anything out of this? Because this was the first thing I noticed when I got here. You unlock the ability to go to Kieran's room. How about not going there? Alright. We won't go there then. I haven't done the epilogue. Alright, we'll hold off on it. It's all good. I'm not going to say anything really about the epilogue tonight. I will say that it has some spicy music. Isn't that supposed to be released at the end of January? No, it's today. It is today. It's empty? Why would they put this room in here and it's just empty? Yeah, if you guys didn't know, today the epilogue for the DLC was released. So like a little ending thing, there's just a whole little story with all of the main characters from this game and the DLC. So if you haven't done that yet, that is you have to do a mystery gift online. And you'll get an item that allows you to be able to start all of the epilogue stuff. So it starts in Kitakami and it kind of goes from there. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, it's kind of weird because they don't really like shove it in your face just like, hey, it's out here. Like, I feel like it should have been a thing that popped up when you load it into the game, but that's not the case. You have to do the mystery gift to get the item. And even then, they don't really tell you where to go. You just kind of get this item and you're like, okay, like what is the point? Can I get up this hill? Thank you. Thank you. So, I think to start, we're just going to do the thumbnail hunt. We've had really bad times in this location. We failed one before, so I'm hoping that's not the case today. We'll see. You know what? Today I'd kind of like to get another Smeargle too, to set it up for shiny hunting. And I would also kind of like to try to get an Applin today, to get a Hydra Applin. ML, with the $2 reduce, the Toonie. Did you catch a new mythical Pokemon? Z-Tonsils. I did get the Z-Tonsils. Yeah. I did get me some Z tonsils.
Did you catch a new mythical Pokemon? Z tonsils.
The Z tonsils. Goodbye, chat. I'm playing this now. You will see me in 2 hours, Jimbo. We'll see you around. Have fun. Gen 10 Megas are back. Everything is shiny locked. It's not worth it. I love Megas, but if there's no shinies, I don't think I would even play it. Which is kind of weird. Like, I do like Pokemon, but like, if there's no endgame like that for me, I wouldn't even buy it. Like, that would be a hard skip for me. What would you guys do if everything was shiny locked in Pokemon, but they had tons of just like, you know, all the megas, like all of those kind of gimmick things are back, and it's beautiful, whatever, but there's no shinies. Are you buying it? You playing it? That's kind of a weird situation. Gonna send you a Discord mackage. Oh, mackage. Oh god, it's gonna be a long night tonight. It's a mackage. Of what's in the package. Don't open it until you open the package. Don't open it until you open the package. Okay. I won't look. So it's an itemized list of everything else that's in there. Got it. I'm pulling up my sandwich guide. I'm really having issues tonight. You guys will just have to understand.
I'm going to send you a Discord message of what's in the package. Don't open it until you open the package, please.
There you go. I won't do it. We're going to do... I play all Pokemon games, doesn't matter to me, can always shiny hunt in older games. Yeah, I don't know. Without shinies, I just feel like it doesn't have that same appeal to me. Yeah, buy it, complete the dex, toss it in the drawer. It's just so sad. Hopefully they never get to that point. Hopefully no. English is his first language. Barely. Barely. I don't even have a 100% language. I've just got like a cool like 50-60%. That's about all I got. Do I do grass or poison here? What do you guys think? Is there a better option for me? If I do poison, I could potentially go for gloom and stuff afterwards. If I did grass as well, I guess I could do that. But I think that poison... Maybe grass is better because I need Cottony and Whimsicott too. I'll have a bunch of deers, but maybe I do grass. I think maybe I'm going to try grass this time. And just see. I might regret this, but, you know. I've regretted things before. And, yeah, we do need the glued, and I am thinking about the glued. But, yeah, I think that this has more options. I just keep finding Grimers, and I know Boris loves that, but I do not. I need no more Grimers or Alolan Mucks. I need Bulbasaurs and Cottony, which apparently is not a 50-50 gender ratio, I found out today. I did not know that was a thing. And Panna has been hunting for a female Whimsicott, and apparently that is just a nightmare. I didn't realize that was a thing. I didn't see... Panna sent a link to what the gender ratio is on that. Is it 1 in 8 is female, or is it worse than that? About to break his sandwich record with the Deerling and Saucebuck. The thing about it is, seeing the Deerling and Saucebuck is kind of difficult, so I probably won't, which is a good thing. And welcome in, everybody. Sorry if I've missed anybody messaging. Tanjiro, I see you there. Sorry, I've been going off on tangents, but welcome in. And that goes for any of you guys. I should shout out you lurkers and stuff too, because we probably got a few of you guys hanging around too. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out, popping in, even if you're just in here for a few minutes, kind of checking out the vibes. Sit down, enjoy some shiny hunting shenanigans, and me not being able to read. That's pretty much the long and short of what happens here. I really don't want to fail one of these today. So I don't think I'm going to be flying back and forth. I think I might just like try a little bit of a walkabout situation. Or maybe I can I reset over there? What if I do like picnic resets right here? Let me try a couple of spots here just to see if I can find a nice little location. Because the picnic resets up on those like plateau things, just for some reason they spawned a bunch underneath and it was just real tough to spot all the things. 4. This is what we're doing, 4. They must be spawning things below me too. I'm not sure about this location. Maybe over here? This kind of seems like an interesting little spot too. Yeah, I don't want to get all the way over to that. This looks like a pretty nice spot though. We'll try. We're gonna do a little bit of science, you know. Main event, welcome in, and Sfeel. And Leafgale, a lurker here. I appreciate you guys popping in. I am going to get all of you guys to chat at least once in your stream. I want to say lifespan. That sounds kind of ominous. In your stream career. Something like that. Either way, I appreciate you guys popping in. I'm playing Octopath 2 right now, and I just got a literal fork as a weapon. Should be pretty good. I mean, they're pretty sharp. It could be worse. A trident is just a glorified fork. So, yeah. Cottony is 50-50. Also, I'm a lurker. Well, I appreciate that. Is it just on Cerebi specifically popping something up? I didn't read the link that Panna posted because they posted it after I had like stepped away for dinner, but they're having a hard time with it. All the lurkers popping up, I'm telling you. In your viewership tenure. It sounds fancier than I am, I think. I don't think I can throw that one out there without sounding pompous. This isn't bad. The only thing that sucks is like they pop up behind the table over there every now and then. Forks are truly powerful weapons, even known to slay dragons, as seen in Skyrim. There's killing a dragon with a fork thing. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Everything has happened in Skyrim at this point, right? A trident is a trork because it has 3 prongs. Fork is 4. Don't do this. That's not a thing. That can't be a thing. I don't want to believe that, even if that is a thing. You can picnic reset on the table. No. On the table? Like underneath or on top of it? There's no way I work. This is baby Pluto messing with me here. There's no chance this works. I can't believe this works. This is way too small. Do they spawn on the ground? Do all of these tables work for picnic resets? I can't believe that this this is way better. Also, we need a new light goal, guys. A 150. I appreciate you guys liking the stream. This is super weird. I think I've tried on some of these table things. I wonder if it's just because it's so low that it kind of lets me do it. I don't know. I mean, I'm down with it. This is like an interesting spot. Real easy to get the look around. Alright, baby Pluto, you got it. Especially for that, the table. We've got like the table on table situation going on right now. So I never would have tried this. I figured there was no way this worked. So That's a dub in my book. I thought for sure it was a prank, and I was here for it. Yeah, I know. I mean, this is not enough space to throw out the squad, but apparently this is just something with the height differential of the ground plus where your table is at, right? I think that's why it's working. And I'm not going to ask any questions. We'll take it. Table Mesa. There you go. That's it. You just said the same word twice. The old Table Mesa. Monsu, welcome. Monsu? Am I saying that right? Welcome in. I wonder if some are spawning up there. I think some might be. Because we keep getting like 7 or 8 here. It is what it is. Mochi Mochi. Oh, McLoopy has been eating some mochi. Having a bad time. If you know, you know. I will say, you know, the epilogue thing was fun. It was just a quick little thing. So if you guys haven't done it yet, I'm going to call it out a few times today. Do the mystery gift. Make sure you get it. Because eventually that's going to go away. And it's just, who knows when they're going to release it again. There are things that are still trapped on the 3DS that are mythicals that, like, are just haven't been released again, and you can't do, like, Pokemon home trades for mythicals you haven't caught before. So it's really strange. Who else up here gnawing on the iron bars of their enclosure? What's going on, Froggy? You got your Lugia, the Luigia. What's happening? Froggy's having issues. Getting so mad at this game, and it's just Roblox. Getting mad at Roblox? What is there to get mad at in Roblox? I feel like that's a goofy, happy, haha game, and there's should be no anger in that. Realistically. Tar Pits is the Tartar Pits. I don't know what that means. Tartar Pits. That sounds like a like Diddy Kong Racing level. Is that thing shiny over there? Is it just the shadow? He looked real green. You guys are with me on that one, right? Like, he was looking a little stanky. That one in the shade is going to mess with me now that the sun is kind of turned that direction. Red, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. You ever been so sick that a game makes you want to throw up? I have not had that, although I have sat around playing games and just been like a gross, greasy gamer to the point where I felt kind of sick like that. I've had that. I like the epilogue as it made it feel like you actually did something. Yeah, did you do something for it? I don't know. It was fine. It was okay. It was cool hanging out with the homies again, right? It kind of connected all the friend groups a little bit. You got to see all the homies one last time because in the DLC, they were just like MIA. They had nothing to do with you, and you were just like, all right, well, I'm going out to the terrarium. Enjoy. Have fun with your dog. Just count 15. There aren't 15 spawning right now. Like, for sure there aren't. That's 3, 7. There's some spawning somewhere else, or there's something else that's spawning that I'm not seeing. So, that's the issue with that counting method. I was talking about that the day when we were trying it first, is that when you're running around and you don't have like a really good static spot that you are just resetting and you know for sure you'll always get 15 spawning in a really good visible location. There's things that spawn inside the walls and stuff too, and there's a lot of times where you don't have 15 things spawned, even though that's the max. And they might be spawned technically, but they're like spawned, you know, inside of the wall, or I think there's gotta be some up here. Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. I think maybe this spot over here, a little further away from the ledge over there, might be better. I think we probably will see more of the bulbas. We need to get rid of that tera thing over there too. Let's just see, like, on average what we're getting here. I think that's like 7 or 8 as well. There's somewhere else that they're spawning. Any BBQ codes? Guys, if anybody is doing BBQs to get some BP, get in here. Post up a code or join. You know, either way. I don't mind you guys doing that. Oh, God. But this is the time. Get all of the homies in on the BP grinding because it is way more efficient if you have 4 people. Way, way more efficient. And do that item printer. That's what you need to do. Get a bunch of BP. Get all of the Apper Balls. Done and done. Got the mystery gift in Scarlet and Violet, but I'm going to wait to do them. Do you have to have the DLC to get the mystery gift? Or can you get it even if you don't have the DLC? You just can't go to actually do it. Has anybody tried that? Because I don't have the DLC on Scarlet yet. And I am probably eventually going to buy it so I can just catch... I'm literally buying it so that I can get a gouging fire or whatever it is and a raging bolt. It is literally the only reason. Doing BBQs. There you go. Post up a code. Yeah. The only thing I ask, guys, is please don't have a bunch of, like, team comms in this chat. That's the only thing that messes me up. It's hard for me to know what's for me and what's not. Should I wipe this Vibrava outbreak for the materials? Or use it to shiny hunt for Flygon? I mean, why not both? If you're shiny hunting for Flygon, just get it to the 60 KOs. Get the 1 or 2 Vibravas that you want shiny, if you're doing the Living Dex or not. And then you just get to KO the rest. You're only missing out on 2. Like, max if you're shiny hunting it, right? So, yeah, do both. Have your cake and eat it too. Get the shiny Flygon. It's a good shiny. So's Vibrava. That whole evolution line is actually pretty good. You need the DLC and have played it at least an hour and a half of the base game. Okay, so they're making it so you can't just be real cheeky and get 1,000,000 of them by making new saves over and over and over again. But so do you have, is it just you have to get to a certain point? Is that what the 1.5 hours is? Or is it actually checking the 90-minute thing? Because I guess, I don't know. I could keep making saves on whatever game and just leave it open for 2 hours, go do something else. And the DLC is across all of your accounts on your Switch, right? If it's installed on that Switch. I think that's one of the weird things that they have to do with DLC specifically. Is it's not, like, bound to a user, I think. This isn't for you, Calm. What isn't for me? What isn't for me? What you talking about? I just found my last shiny Minior with the 16 method. Hasn't been too bad for him. Yeah, I think for them, if you have a good spot, it's not terrible. Are you doing all the different colors? Is that why you said the, your last one? Where are you hunting for him? Did you change locations? Because I know that the spawn rates for the different colors are different depending on where you're at. The Pokemon Company email today just said 1.5 hours. Interesting. I mean, either way, it's not like I want 1,000,000 of them. I'll get 2, right? Just so I have an extra whatever, but... the mystery gift that's happening is technically paywalled. I guess. I don't know. Like, it's not like everything always has to be free for it either, though. I feel like the DLCs are a good balance of... You pay some money, but you get a good chunk of stuff, and you don't have to wait 2 whole years for the next Pokemon game. Like, you have something in the interim. I'm down with the DLC personally. I know some people, like, see it as you're getting half a game for $60 and then the other half for another $30 or whatever the DLC is, right? But I don't know. I feel like this game, it definitely runs not great, but like the whole like base game wasn't terrible with what it had. It had a lot of Pokemon. It was like very interesting mechanically compared to other Pokemon games, and I don't know. I think the base game was worth the $60 dues, even though it didn't and still doesn't run great. It's pretty rough from a performance standpoint, but yeah, and I think $35 is worth it for the DLC too. You get a lot of Pokemon, as many as the base game basically, right? Like it's 200 and something in each dex. I don't know how many new things were in each dex though. It was like maybe like 300-ish new things, right? Across both DLCs. Somebody should fact check me on that, because I'm not positive what the number is on that. You a Pochaco fan? My wife is a big Sanrio fan. My biggest Sanrio homie is the bird thing from... I just like birds. Is the bird thing from Rilakuma. Kiroi Tori or something. It's like the most complicated name for this stupid bird. But he's just a little guy. Yeah, that's my favorite Sanrio character thing. I don't really have a favorite, like, mainline Sanrio character, though. Speaking of that, hold on, my wife got me something while she was out. This is said bird. This is a robot version. But he's usually just kind of an angry little dude. And I like that. Cute and angry. Base game story was longer than any other. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there was a lot going on too in this story. It got kind of like dark. Like Arvin had some issues. All of the storylines weren't terrible. I thought that it was cool that they split it into 3 different things, so it wasn't just go get the eight badges. And they did have that still. But they also had the kind of the other different things, the big boss fights that unlocked like the things on your motorcycle. Like I thought that was really cool. And the Team Star stuff was like less interesting, but I still thought it was cool that there was some variety. It's not like there were so many that you were just like pulling your hair out. You're like, oh my god, no more. We only got 4 that time. There's something weird with this spot. DLC can be a waste of money, but if it actually includes a significant amount of content, I'd say it's good. Yeah. There's like fine lines with it, right? Like there's some companies that obviously push the line with that stuff, and it just kind of puts a bad taste in everybody's mouth about DLC in general. But I don't know. The Pokemon DLC so far, the Sword and Shield one, was insane. The amount of stuff that you got for it. And this game's DLC, I don't think was bad. I don't think it was as good as Sword and Shield's DLC, the stuff that it added into it. But still worth the $30 or $35 or whatever it was. Like, I think it added enough stuff to justify the cost. For me. We're all different. We've all got different ideas of what we're wanting out of it. Obviously, I wanted Dynamax Adventures or something like that. We didn't really get an endgame shiny hunting thing, which is kind of a bummer. That's the main thing. There are 0 shiny legendaries in this game, which is just like the most disappointing thing for me. It's sad. Martin, welcome in. Run around. Marmsy. Here? I mean, I can. The problem is I won't be able to read chat as much, which, you know, I guess. We'll see. We'll do a few more. Looking forward to playing through Scarlet with the DLC installed from the get-go. Are you going to go into any of the DLC from... Because you can go into some of it early, right? Does it really change the base playthrough of the game at all? It seems like it's pretty detached from the main game. Dynamax Adventures is worth all of the last DLC. Like the price? Yeah, just Dynamax Adventures would have justified the the cost, although people would have been very mad about it. So much value, though. It's insane. So many shiny legendaries, and yeah, just a very good time. We're going to run around a little bit. Let me just bonk this poor Zangoose. I'm here, Rudy. Welcome in. And anybody else that popped in while I've been rambling, welcome. Can't imagine how beautiful those overworld shiny legendaries would have looked. I know. It's... God. That's like the main gripe that I have, man. I'm telling you. It is just... They could have figured out a way, man. They could have made it happen. But yeah, that's the saddest part of the DLC stuff is there's 0 shiny legendaries you can get in this game, right? Not a single one, which is weird. This must be the first Pokemon game where you can't, like mainline Pokemon game, where you can't get a shiny. Like a shiny legendary in the game, right? Unless you count Gen 1 when shinies weren't a thing. But even then, you could transfer them up into the Gen 2 and you could potentially have a shiny. You just wouldn't have known it. How many... You know what? I wonder how many people... This is probably a very small statistic. But how many people transferred up a Pokemon from Gen 1 not knowing... I guess even what a shiny would be at the time, but transferring it up, getting a shiny and being like, huh, that looks a little weird. They must have changed its color. And then just like not even knowing what the heck was going on there. There must be at least a few people out there. With the 1 in 8,000 numbers, right? Well, with Gen 1, it was actually a little bit worse, I think, because it was based on their DVs. Which are like pre-IVs. Either way, getting into math. But there's got to be at least a few people who had that, right? And that was back when Pokemon wasn't like super... just the empire that it is today. Not everybody knew exactly what they looked like, you know? They changed some Pokemon's like colors and shinies and stuff back in the olden days, so... You know, it could just be thought that, oh, there's just a little... whatever change on it. I got a shiny Emboar. Very nice. Yeah, we got that... What was it? A couple streams ago? Very, very good shiny. If you haven't gotten that yet, it is one of the top shinies in this DLC, I think. It's just such a spicy one. I've never had the Gen 5 starters beside Oshawott. So... It's mythical, not legendary. Okay. Marmsy's going that route, huh? Is this what she hits you with all the time, Sir Shicker? See, I used to not differentiate between legendary and mythical, even though I get, like, from the plot kind of stuff, there is a difference. To me, there really isn't. It's like a one per game situation. To me, I never bothered with the difference between them until everybody on stream harassed me about that, so I slowly figured out which ones were which. But to me, there really wasn't much of a difference. They kind of have a lot of the same qualities, right? Very strong, one per game type deal. Basically the gist of it, right? Loyal 3 are not great shinies, but I want them anyways. Yeah, well, I want the horses and Cubfu and stuff too. Like, those were things that people were really talking about. Like, oh, we're finally going to be able to get those. Because in Dynamax Adventures, you were able to get Lunala and Solgaleo and all the rest of those, right? And those weren't available before that. So I was like, heck yeah, I get to get the stupid horses. Get to get the 2 different Urshifu forms. It's going to be great. And after it was found out that that wasn't going to be a thing, it was just like, well, that's kind of why I didn't get the Scarlet DLC super quick, because I was going to have to hunt it in Scarlet and Violet, like I was gonna have to get 3 copies of it, but now I don't have to. It's not even worth the hassle. Marmsy with the 7 months. Marmsy, I appreciate you. Learn your mythicals and legendaries, bro. I know now. After getting harassed, probably by you. This was probably your fault. And Mr. Arcadia with the 7 months. Mochi Mochi with some Mr. Kappas. You love to see it. That's the Mr. Kappa DLC that has just been released. Eventually you all will get it. You know, the members are getting it right now, but eventually everybody will have the Mr. Kappa DLC. We'll get it all around the world. Baked Voldemort, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. There's a lot of mochis in the chat. I will say I liked the 2 different battle themes that we got. I kind of like the not final battle version of it more, which is weird. It's less crazy in your face, but I kind of like the chiptune kind of vibe of it, you know? And you know, the chicken dance that everybody's doing, I guess that helps too. The other night I had the Switch docked to the TV. Every single Bulba from a distance looked shiny. Yeah, it's a little tough sometimes, I feel like. I mean, especially with this game with the lighting and shadows and stuff, but like Bulbasaur specifically in 3D, I feel like its shiny got a lot worse than in the pixel art. Because in the pixel art, it was so much more saturated. The green looks so different. And Bulbasaur used to be a lot bluer, its body. Like, it's like a greenish blue now, but it used to be like blue. And that definitely made the difference from the blue to very green, like a lot more noticeable. But now it's kind of like in between. It's shiny and what it used to be is kind of the color that it is right now. Mr. Kappa Epilogue, trapped in a box dance instead of the chicken dance. What is the trapped in a box dance? Is that just the mime move you're talking about? Is there an actual dance called the trapped in a box dance? I wouldn't call mimery dancing. And mimery is a word. As Mr. Kappa's representative, it is a word. The trapped in a box dance. The thing that mimes do. Yeah. No, I got you. You're just trapping people in boxes. You know, Mr. Kappa would be a real problem if he was around in the real world. Just count your guys' blessings that Mr. Kappa is not real. That you know of. Pandemically with the 3 months, what do you think about some of the Tears of the Kingdom criticisms? What were the criticisms? I feel like I didn't really see a lot of those, but I really like Tears of the Kingdom. You know, they said they didn't feel like they needed to do any DLC, and I'm fine with that. I would rather them not have a very uninspired DLC that is released for financial, like, things, you know? To me, I would rather them have some reason that they really wanted to make the DLC, something that they, like, still wanted to tell with the story, but I thought it was a good game on its own. I got a lot of playtime out of it, and not every game has to be 200 hours or whatever, right? Like, as long as my metric is usually if I get at least an hour of gameplay per dollar that I've spent, I think like it's a pretty good value for me, right? And if I get more than that, even better. We're all living in a box. Mr. Arcadia getting a little metaphorical here. Oh my god, did the Zangoose seriously spawn back already? Alright, I'm not gonna KO it. That sucks, though. That thing spawned back so fast. Got a shiny Blitzel as my first shiny this year. Very nice. Yeah, I still need one more. I need, God, they're all looking green, dude. I need a Zebstrika. I forget a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon names, man. I'm telling you, we need Unova remakes so I can just know all of these immediately. Because I think it's since I didn't play those games that they kind of mess with me a little still. I skipped them. Am I back? Not boof. I see you. So I would say yes. Game was pretty polished and the new building mechanic was awesome. Yeah, I think that, like, in general, it had a lot of cool stuff. I didn't know how they were going to top the base game. And the mechanics that they introduced in that, I thought it was going to suck not having the original powers that you had. But these ones were just so much more open-ended that you could just approach any puzzle or thing you wanted in so many different ways. And I thought that was awesome. 200 hours. Did somebody say Baldur's Gate? I haven't bought that game yet. I have been looking at it, though. It looks very funny. I've just never played a game like that before, so I don't know. I'm not sure if it's my deal yet or not. But I think I'm going to try it at some point. Wow, we got one, like, literally last second of the sandwich. Are you female? It'd be cool if you were female. I don't have the upgraded thing. We're going to soak it. Whatever, we'll keep this. Like, we'll keep it. We're going to soak it so we can get a, spore on it. We're going to try to friend ball it. Too bad. I had a little hope. Took forever to get the outbreak, but I got my 3 shiny Totodile on Sunday. Very nice. Got 2 Chespin, Grookey, and Trico in 1 sandwich. The shiny starter sandwich. The special. Okay, so it's water type now. So now we go Breloom, go to Nemo. Pseudo-Wudo. Hello, Moncalm. Hello, Mon... Pseudo. That's a friend, a bit toxic, but a friend. Exactly. Exactly. Pseudo-Wudo, gifted a membership. Everybody's still trying to get a piece of the old Barnabro. He's been evading for a while, but we're still at a pretty high number up there. So... this is the best possible chance until the like 400 or 500 that all got in like a 1 or 2 day span just drop off, and then the list is full again. Imagine it was Barnabas. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen eventually. And the thing is there no... okay, what the heck? I only have 2 of these. I would really like not to use both. First try. Easy peasy. In a friend ball. Baked Voldemort with the gifty. Guys, make sure you're opted in. I haven't said this yet, but exclamation gift in the chat. Make sure you're opted in. Otherwise, you cannot get these gifted memberships. So don't miss out on that. We have a lot of people being homies, gifting everybody, so make sure you're getting access to those emotes because Barnabas can't. Barnabas be having issues. All right, let's see if we get a mark on this. Just a little guy. Too bad. Let's evolve it. This one's going to be an Ivysaur. Just a friend. Oh, that's medium. Here we go. Did you see what I got today? I showed it on Discord. Joe Mama. I feel like I did. I can't remember what it is, though. I specifically remember being kind of jealous of what it... was it the Pichu? Was it like the graded Pichu? I forget who it was that posted. And there was like a shiny that I also saw that I can't even... my life is just a joke. I can't remember even like my middle name. It's a problem. Can you catch a shiny Greedent? I already have a shiny Greedent. Yeah, Michael, please don't spam. I already have a Greedent, but we're gonna catch a bunch of other shinies tonight. That's the plan. The base set 2-pack. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Did you get that in a trade, or did you just, like, find it locally, or what? Because it's not like every day that you just come across just like a super vintage booster pack like that, you know? I have a few vintage packs back in my, like, display as well that they're Japanese packs, but yeah, same kind of deal. It's just so cool to have those vintage packs. There's not many of them around anymore, you know? Is the soar going to... Oh, yeah, that would be a good thing. That's a good call out. Soar on top of the screen. What am I doing here, guys? First shiny of the night, I'm slacking. This is nice because it's the second Pokemon in the Dex. I don't even have to look for it. There he is, just a little friend. We'll see how far off of alignment we go throughout the evening. We're going to do... I have a Poplio outbreak. And I think we're going to do a, like, Academy special for it. And just see. One thing I found out here in the cafeteria, if you guys don't know this, I do these a lot on stream, the Academy special. 150 BP, you get the level 1 sparkling power for every type. It's just like a more amped up shiny charm. So I do this whenever I do outbreaks and stuff. But another cool one, it's underneath me. It's this pizza on the top left. It has raid power, all types level 1. So if you're ever doing like a tera raid that you have or somebody else has that has a couple herba, it's worth just getting the extra raid power and just seeing. Because there's a chance that you get an extra like herba or 2 off of raid power. So it's just level 1, but you don't, like, the level 2 raid power sandwiches are very annoying to make. So the level... Oh, I should probably get this Academy special. The level 1 all types is nice. It's just a quick way to try it out and see potentially maybe you get an extra herba or 2. Yeah. So there you go. That's a hot tip. If that Poplio outbreak is in the water, then have fun. It's actually right on the beach. So I think it's going to be a good one. Sir Shicker trolled me and told me the NPC guy in the kitchen gives the Academy special. One of those dreadlocked fellas in there. Eat them. It's a lot of food. My character is not feeling great after that. That was an entire bowl of ramen. A whole, just like a donut, a thing of flan, a whole thing of crazy french fries. There's a lot going on there. My character is not going to be looking like this for long. Which, you know, more power to him. Female Contony, very nice. So, Panna, did you say that it wasn't a 50-50 or what? Were you just getting super unlucky? Because people in here were saying that they thought it was a 50-50. I haven't looked at any of this. I've just been hearing things. Just usual, you know. I'm usually kind of losing my mind. Always hearing things. The voices. I'm once again going to munch on these lifesaver mints. Enjoy. I don't get the appeal of the mint situation, but you do your thing. The snack mints. Alright, guys, you know the deal. Oh, okay, before we do this, we have a mystery gift, IRL. I did show them that already. The chat thing is a little off-center here. I don't know. This is like so old. Hold on. I'm going to just quickly turn this off, because we tested this during the last stream. It's so delayed. It's the YouTube API that's just like a nightmare. And I really, really wish it wasn't, because this is just one of the most depressing things about it. Goodbye, chat. Show them. Hold on. We're doing stream maintenance right now. Alright. My wife said she would like to show you something. I think I might have showed you guys this earlier, but Jalissa really wanted me to show you guys this, so there he is. He's a friend. He's a robot. So I don't, to be honest, it's like Alizon with lots of A's. If I'm saying this incorrectly, please let me know. I feel bad because I've never had to like read it out. But was it in this when it was sent? In this bag? Okay. I wasn't sure if my wife like repackaged this or not. But we got a thing in the P.O. box from the homies in chat from Alizon is what I'm going with. And I'm gonna open it. Daisy's interested. My dog is interested. Oh my god. It's a little pouch for my trinkets. Oh, and there's things inside of here. Hold on. I'm just making sure I'm not like missing anything in here. Okay. He's officially, I don't want to say gutted. He's been gutted. A cool little guy. He's got a little string. And yeah, gotta wear him now. I can accessorize a little bit. And then inside there were some, oh my god. Okay, I just saw this. Okay, I saw this. I'm sorry, I haven't seen the other ones though. We have a friend, the Monkey. This is a Pokemon card, the Monkey. This is fantastic. This is true art right here. Dude, these are like all the emotes. The Shuckle thumbs up. Love to see it. The ceiling cat. The direct call out. The user attacks by gifting 10 memberships. This move fails if you're not opted in. Or if you are Barnabas. Oh my god, dude. I'm sorry, I don't have my other camera plugged in, otherwise I would get a better view of these. The Mr. Kappa, and you can see his pretty little face. This is fantastic. The amount of just detail on all of these. Oh god, no. The Calm Misty card. Torrance is... Oh god, no. Really, yeah, this is Sir Shicker's chase card right here. These are insane. This is awesome. I really appreciate that. That is, I don't even know. There's more in here. A little note. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Should I read this? I might tear up a little bit. Let me just see. Oh, these are... Okay, no, this is cool. Okay, these are pictures of the cards that they sent. So let me just quickly save these. And then you guys can see them a little more, like, up close. How about that? Yeah, these are awesome. Oh, God. My computer's freaking out. It's too powerful. The art is too powerful. Alright, hold on, sorry. Almost ready. I wasn't mentally prepared for the sheer quality that is these Pokemans. And sorry, I can't see you guys right now. I'm getting pictures. Alright. So here, I'm going to show these. This is just a better... higher res pictures. Yes, I appreciate that. Here is... We're just going to do these in order, I think.
Higher res pictures in Discord's general.
Alright, here... Oh, God. Very higher res. Very higher res. Here we go. There's Ceiling Cat. With the Make It Rain. Love to see it. I can't believe the quality of these things. Like, just how accurate they are to the OG images. Alright. I'm trying to make sure I'm grabbing the right. There's Monkey. Just stand there. Menacingly. Very nice. Again, just pretty much exactly the image. I can't pop up the monkey while I'm in this view, unfortunately. Here's the piece de la resistance. What a beauty this card is. This is definitely the most expensive one. The waifu cards are always the most expensive. Oh, already did that one. My bad. The Shuckle, thumbs up Shuckle. A very underrated emote, I would say. He's a friend. And the last one. This one is so good. He just looks so unamused by this cartwheel thing that he's doing. Alizon, I appreciate this. I hope I'm saying this right, by the way. I think I'm good. I don't know if you've said yes or no on this, but I do appreciate that. I've literally have not had to say the name out loud. Alright, let me get this out of the way. And, yeah. Wear this. My wife is making me accessorize right now. I guess this is my life now. She set it up for me. I just wear it. Should I wear it like more like a purse, more like a necklace thing? You guys can't exactly see him. He's just here. And you know what's sad? Like, that's basically all of my Ditto merch. I can't talk. I have more Gengar stuff than Ditto stuff. So I'm going to read the note, and I'm sorry if I get a little sappy over this. My wife says, "Ew, I don't know what to tell you. My husband and I have been giant fans of your channel. We literally have your streams running all day. LOL." Don't laugh at that. We were in Chicago recently and just saw this little Ditto and thought you would like it. You thought correct. There is a little gift inside. ... I probably should have read this before, shouldn't I? Please know I am not an artist, and the pen smudged real bad. You are incorrect. You are an artist. I think everybody in the chat agrees with me when I say that. But I'm sending you them anyways so we can laugh at the stankiness together. I appreciate you guys. I do. Yeah. Guys, okay, I'm gonna cry now. My wife says I have to cry now. Yeah, this was fantastic. These are going in the binder, fully protected, just, you know, need to make sure that they stay museum quality like they are right now. You sign these cards. I don't think so. Nope. But signed with the art. That's what matters. The art is what matters. There was no chocolate orange. Was there no chocolate orange? You're the realist one for not sending me a chocolate orange. I was mentally prepared for a chocolate orange to be in that package, and it wasn't. Even better. Alright, let's get back to it. My wife has one sitting on her desk, and I think she must have been thinking about throwing it in there. Watch the end of Marley and Me if you need a cry. You know what movie always makes me cry? Big Fish. If you guys have watched that, you'll know. There's like a few things that kind of get me going, but like the weird thing with me is the thing that kind of gets me emotional more than like sad moments is like cool moments for some reason. Like when a crazy fight thing is going on in an anime or something, and there's just like a really insane, like crazy moment going on. That's like when I'm getting kind of emotional for some reason. Or sometimes like even music will kind of get me going like that. And I have no idea why. I got some things going on, I guess. The music sets me free. But yeah, that's what always gets me going. It's not usually the sad stuff, but it does get me going sometimes. Just depends. Depends the vibe I'm feeling that day. Inside Out makes me ugly cry. Inside, that's the like, it's Pixar, right? What is the crying moment in Inside Out? I'm trying to think of the moment when it gets really sad like that. I've only seen that movie once, and I cannot for the life of me think of what it is. Oh, the movie Up. Yeah, that could probably get me too. I've only watched that like once or twice. Is Varoom faster than Revaroom for Let's Go? I have never tried Revaroom. So, I think so, though. I just know that Rev uses this little guy, and he does look insanely fast. So, that's what I'm going with. Are you serious? What is the... I'm also... I have no emotion. Is what it is, apparently. The end of the X and Y anime makes me cry a lot. Is that the one where he's getting his smooches? That was Gen 6, right? X and Y? Ash got his, like, kind of not really girlfriend. Got his first smooch. That was X and Y, right? Serena? Heading out for a little while. We'll be back, though, Joe Mama. I'll be here. Varoom is faster for some reason. It's power to weight. That's something that if you guys do anything with cars, anything like that, power to weight ratio is very important. Same thing with Revaroom. He's just much bigger. He's built out of rocks, man. Like, ain't no way the rocks are fast. Lyco 200. Are we at 150 already? Or 169, I guess. Are we there? I'll pin up another one. This one underwater is looking a little weird, but I can't tell. Yeah, it's kind of weird sometimes when the water is over them. Alright, we need a new Lyco. Guys, I appreciate you. Malachi, bro, I can see this. And you got it. 200 pinned up. I appreciate you guys liking the stream. If you haven't done it yet, just consider helping your boy out. Helps me out on the algorithm. Alright, definitely getting lower. We're going to KO like 6 or 7 more. Just make sure we're at a cool 60-ish to get our boosted odds. The scene where Serena, like, cut off some of her hair went crazy. I have not watched the X and Y anime. I haven't watched the black and white anime really either. I've watched a little bit of both, but I have not watched through all of it. So, people have told me that I need to. You know how it goes. Right now, I've been watching the Scott Pilgrim. Is it an anime? It's not really an anime, right? But yeah, I've been watching the new Scott Pilgrim show on Netflix, and that is a good time. Been having a good time with that. Bro, boo, calm. Boo, not bro, boo. Shame, shame, shame. Because of the X and Y thing. I don't know. I was kind of out of Pokemon at that time. I didn't play Gen 5, and I wasn't convinced I was going to play Gen 6, but then it was like 3D. This is the first 3D Pokemon game. Watch X and Y, it's so good. I've watched a chunk of it. My problem with the Pokemon animes is like... Oh god. Bird up. My problem with the Pokemon anime is it's always available in different streaming services. There's never like a super easy just like, this is where all of it is at. And I was watching it on like Prime Video, which is... I never use Prime Video for anything. Like, it never has anything good, but that just happened to be one of the weird things they had. And then I think, like, X and Y was available on it, but XYZ wasn't. And I was just like, oh my god, like, I'm gonna get invested in this, and then I'm not gonna be able to find the rest of it. And it was a whole thing, and eventually I just kind of dropped it. But I got to the point... His Froakie wasn't even a Greninja yet. It was a Frogadier. And that was as far as I got. He was doing some training with that. So I was like a little ways into it. Just a bit. For future reference, Moonball catches Shiny Whimsicott very well. Moonball? You mean just how it looks when it evolves? Or it has like an actual boost. What is the boost to Moonball? It's anything that evolves with Moonstone, right? So it's not like an actual boosted catch rate, right? I have no idea if I'm even going to be able to spot these things. This seems like this is going to suck. Baby Pluto with the $5 reduce. Pro Torchic hunt tip. Don't be a fool and catch the first male shiny, especially if you are getting gender differences. Grab the spicy marked females. Why not grab all of them? I guess if you're going to reset, right, is your tip
Pro
here.
Torchic hunt tip. Don't be a fool and catch the first male shiny, especially if you are getting gender differences. Grab the spicy marked males.
No, I get that. If you're going to do the soft reset anyways, you might as well just get the really good ones. And, because otherwise you're just going to be giving them away. Those are basically going to be like Dunsparce from base Scarlet and Violet. There's just going to be so many shiny Torchics around that people don't want because they need the females. But I feel like that's going to be less frequent than the Dunsparce, because not many people are insane enough to care about that gender difference. Just me and a lot of you homies. We all get to be insane together, which, you know, it's good, right? We found our people. It won't be quite as bad as Dunsparce, but you know what I mean. How you doing? Jimmy, I'm doing well. How about yourself? We're trying to find a shiny Poplio right now. And this outbreak is not as cool of a spot as I thought it was going to be perfectly honest with you. I thought this was going to be a lot nicer. They're all like pretty underwater, which kind of sucks. Makes them very hard to spot, but I wonder if I can kind of just... What if I do a reset on this island over here? Do I get Poplio if I'm over here? No. The thing that sucks about outbreaks is you can't really do picnic resets, because it seems like it prioritizes regular spawns over outbreak spawns when you're loading in from a picnic like that. So you guys saw I just got 1 million of the birds on the beach when I did that last soft reset. I can try a couple just to see, but oh god, no. Can't wait for Pokemon Day. I really hope they drop some bombs. When is Pokemon Day? I'm catching up. The thing about water hunts, they suck. Yeah, they're not a good time. Everything else is boosted, which is nice. So if we see a Trumbeak or something, we know we have a decent chance of getting one. There are a few other things that we need around here that even if they aren't boosted like the Outbreak, we still have a decent shot, right? Yeah, I just wish they wouldn't be like kind of underwater, kind of not. I wish they would be all underwater or all above water and no in between. That would be my preference, because then it would be easier to tell. The thing that makes it difficult is when there's a shine around them from them being like partway in the water. That's what kind of is fooling me here. And you know what? It's the pink nose as well, because from under, like far away, you only get like 3 pixels of color that you can see. And the 3 pixels, when one of them is pink, you're just like, that's the shiny. That's the one. I'm back. Container of eggs, welcome back. I'm a little late to the stream. Hippolo, welcome back. Or welcome in, I should say. Welcome back for the first time tonight. I'm gonna shut up now. Welcome in. Elaine is cool and all. Elaine. Is that the Latios guy? Or not Latios. He had like a Mega Charizard X, right? He's the edgy the edgy ascot guy, right? That has the little kind of fuzzy, angry neckerchief. He's trying his best. He's trying his best. He wants to be a cool guy so bad. Ceiling Cat with the $10 dues, buddy. I appreciate you. I do know the drill by now. It is Thursday. Yeah, it's all good. I'll be here. I appreciate you hanging out, and we'll see you after the D&D shenanigans. Anybody who found this Poplio, were you able to tell from the blue at all, or was it really just the pink around its neck? Because it gets a little bit, like, darker, too, right? That's the one thing that I'm still not sure about, because some of them look darker, and then I just feel like I'm going insane for a little bit, because they aren't the guy. I'll be dipping. Oh, dipping.
Mr. Calm Man. You know the drill by now. Thursday, critical role, Grandmaster's orders, blah blah blah. Tonight they want me to refocus on the story tone. So when 8 PM rolls around I'll be dippling.
Yeah, I appreciate you, and it's all good. All good. I know the rules, so I'm not going to ask any questions. Enjoy, though. Hopefully you're down with it, too. Can anybody grind BP with me? Toast. I think there's some other people in the chat right now that are in a BP grinding session, so if you guys need one more, help out the homie. Get him in the group. It helps you guys as well. And if you guys are full up, somebody else feel free to post a code. Get a union circle going. Because now is the time when we have a full chat full of people shiny hunting and hanging out and stuff. Get the BP. Get all of the item printing shenanigans going. Get your Apper Balls. Catch your shinies and good Pokeballs. That is the name of the game. But, yeah, I don't mind you guys doing that. The only thing, please don't have a bunch of, like, team communication in here. Because it's confusing for me. It's the only deal. The Sun and Moon anime should have been 100% Team Rocket. Honestly, people sleep on the Sun and Moon anime. It was really, like, a lot of fun. The animation was insane, and I love that about that, because one of the reasons I skipped the kind of, like, mid-era Pokemon anime was because I felt like the art just got so lifeless. Like, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. Gen 1 and 2 anime had that very, like, hand-drawn kind of feel to it, you know? It was definitely just a style to it. And then they went very, just, like, clean-lined, like, most basic kind of animation for Gen 3. And it kind of stuck like that all the way through Gen 6. And then Gen 7, they just went bananas, and people hated it. People really didn't like how Ash looked and stuff, and dude, the art and like the facial expressions and stuff were just so good. People really bashed on it. I know they will never have an expressive, good art style like that again. Never again, because they got so slammed for using that. But I was a big fan. Some Journeys episodes have wrecked me emotionally. Journeys is honestly pretty good. A lot of people talk smack on it, but I like it. And Ceiling Cat with another 10 before the Diplin. Ceiling Cat buddy, I appreciate you. Guys, make sure that you're opted in. You know the deal. And say thank you if you got one of those gifted memberships. You know, throw Ceiling Cat out there, Mr. Kappa, a pay button perhaps. You all have access to the very spicy emotes now. Did Barnabas get one? You guys need to tell me if anybody ever gets Barnabas. You know the deal. Throw it out there. And guys, exclamation gift if you're not opted in yet, or if you're not sure if you're opted in. Click the button. Make sure. Got shiny Rowlet. Very nice. Yeah, that's... I think I just need one. Just one more. Because we did some Masuda for that. No Barnabro, you hate to see it. But we got 10 homies in the chat. So it's never a bad thing. It's just Barnabas crying in the club. One of these days it's going to happen. It's going to be a stream moment. But for now, we're just living that life. Trying our best. Opted in. Yeah. Well, Mr. Arcadia, I'm pretty sure you got one kind of recently, right? I'm pretty sure you got this. It looked a little weird. I had to look at the Meow Stick. I still need a female one, I think. Or male? What is the one that goes, like, all blue? Is the male one the one that's, like, its entire body is blue with a little bit of white? Or is it the other way around? I have the shiny of the one that is all white with a little bit of blue on it. And it's yellow when it's shiny, obviously. I think that's the female one. Yeah, this is the male, right? We may never know, because I don't have the lock-on boost thing. Because I kind of like not having it. Yugs. Oh, Yugs raid. Very nice. Yugs, buddy, I appreciate the raid. I'm sorry I missed it. You know how it goes here. Guys, if you don't know me, I'm calm and collecting. I'm a calm guy. I do some shiny hunts. Kind of similar vibes to old Yugsy boy. He has a few more shenanigans, I feel like. Maybe. But yeah. And guys, from my side, if you aren't already hanging out with Yugs during the day, go show him some love. A friend of the channel. But, yeah. It's similar. We'll say similar vibes. Pretty chill, hanging out. Lots of shinies. You know the drill. The urge to go through all my stuffed animals and sort them. Sort them? How? What do you do with them after they're sorted? You just put them back down in sorted order? My plushies are an absolute mess, and I don't feel like there's any way I could actually sort them. Here we go.
I'm pretty certain the male is actually purple L underscore.
Here we go.
L underscore.
Here
L
we
underscore.
go. Yep. Fantastic. Pseudo Wudo really knows how to get the riots cooking in the chat. Just the blue to purple stuff, that always gets everybody going. Pseudo Wudo really knows how to push everybody's buttons. But I appreciate the $3 dues. Yuggy Nuggies. God, that was one of my mods too. Maybe maybe it is weirder over here. You have many shenanigans. Yeah. Yugs does have some shenanigans. And that's a good thing. Definitely a good thing. I sort them by color, and I just want to go through them and sell those that I've fallen out of love with, so they can be loved again. I thought you were gonna say so they could be in love again, is how I read that first, and I was like, had just an interesting vibe there for a minute, but either way, yeah. No, I get that. That's kind of how it is with me and Pokemon cards. Is for a while I was just collecting everything, and I got too many things. And I just had to, like, take a step back and be like, I'm not buying everything anymore. I have to just get the stuff that brings me joy. So I decided what I was gonna be collecting, and now we're here. And I've been trading stuff off to get the other stuff that I want, you know. Still funding the problem. Getting a bunch of Pokemon cards, but, you know, having an attainable goal, I think. New like goal, guys, I appreciate you. CMH, you got it. Boom. I appreciate you guys liking the stream. If you haven't done it yet, just consider doing it. Help your boy out. Have such a hard time parting with stuffies because I feel like I'm hurting their feelings. No. Don't do that to yourself. Yeah, for me, it's all business. This card is worth a bunch of money. All right, I trade it for this other card that I like more. Yeah, all business. No emotional attachment with the Pokemon cards, except like this one looks. God, they look crazy. Like, look how much darker that one looks than the rest of them because it was facing that other direction. It's a problem. Have you ever watched Jujutsu Kaisen? I've watched the first few episodes of it when it first came out. I don't really know much of what happens in that, though. I've only watched like 1 or 2 episodes way back when it first released. But I know it is very insanely popular. It takes a little bit for me to commit to watching an anime, especially a shonen anime that is just starting to release, because I never know if it's going to be an 1800 episode One Piece type series, or if it's actually going to ever end, which I want it to end eventually, is my hope. I don't want to get locked into an 1800 episode nightmare. And that's kind of what happened with me in My Hero Academia. I watched that at the beginning because the fights and everything was just so cool. I liked the story. And then it started turning into the 1,000,000 episode nightmare show. And then I was kind of like, okay, well, I guess I'm done with this. I don't got time to watch the 1800 episode nightmare shows. I can't do it. So until there's an end in sight, I usually don't commit to an anime, you know? Do you have a dream team? For my shiny hunts and stuff, I kind of don't really. I just have a bunch of good Pokemon that have good shiny hunting movesets. Yeah, it's not exactly my dream team, but when you're shiny hunting, you kind of need to have a squad that's just like really good at catching stuff, you know? So it is what it is. I have my original starter in my party. I really like Breloom. Like, that is one thing that I think I would have on my dream team, even if, like, it wasn't just a good catching Pokemon, you know? But I think in this game, I do have my dream team, just like Total. I have a Living Dex, so it's like I could combine them in some way to make the dream team, but I didn't specifically hunt for those things. God, this is driving me insane. This is not fun. I blame you for forcing me to buy the Sneasel line Pokemon cards. Oh, I gave Ceiling Cat some Pokemon cards, and a few of them were Sneasels. And you know what? I'm glad I started this problem. And Pokemon Company, you better start sponsoring me with some cards or something, because we're getting the problem started here. Ceiling Cat will buy all of the Sneasel cards. This reminds me, how do you make false swipe work? Oh gee, what do you mean? How do you make it work? I'm not sure what that means. Elaborate. False swipe is a really weak normal type move that will not KO a Pokemon. It will only take it to 1 HP. And if you're trying to use it on something that's ghost type or something, obviously it won't work. But like, you can use Soak on a different Pokemon, or if you have Smeargle with like False Swipe, Soak, Spore probably. I would probably put Ruination on it as well, if it were me. And then you kind of don't need Soak. Man, I might have to really consider what my moveset is going to be for my Smeargle. But anyways, you will be able to just take anything to 1 HP and be able to catch it pretty easily, right? If you're using False Swipe. But there are moves that can damage itself and stuff too, so having it at 1 HP is kind of a sketchy situation sometimes, right? So you need to make sure you know what attacks the Pokemon has and all that jazz. A lot of Pokemon in the DLC are higher level, so sometimes, yeah, it takes a lot of false swipes. That's why Ruination is a really cool option, because Ruination just halves their HP. So, and that works on ghost types too. You don't have to use Soak or anything. So you can just immediately just use Ruination a couple times, get it to red by doing like 2 of those. That might not be red. You might have to do it 3 times to get it to red. But the difference between being at 1 HP, the catch rate, versus being at like, what, 12.5% if you use Ruination 3 times, is very minimal, the difference between those two. So I think Ruination on its own is fine as an option. The only thing that kind of sucks is it can miss. Which, for me, if it can miss, it will miss. Would Tera Ghost on Smeargle be nice? Yeah. Yeah, Tera Ghost on any catching Pokemon is like a really good thing, right? You get rid of Double Edge, Takedown, there's like a few. But it's kind of a mixed bag, right? Like there's a lot of moves that can do recoil now that are just, what, fire, flying, rock. I mean, basically every type has a recoil move at this point. And the thing that sucks is all of these like very high level Pokemon in this DLC, most of them are at the point where they're learning those nightmare like recoil moves because they're their strongest moves. So yeah, you'll have to deal with that a lot. Calm with the caps, please. Mel hit you with the please, so you better listen. I gave you just a nice little please. This is my 3rd Academy special. Turn yellow, please. What are you hunting right now? Z? Toast. What are you lolling at? The please? Yeah, I don't know. At this, I might not do this again after this. This outbreak is not the most exciting outbreak in the world. It sucks that I have to go back and forth manually and just... It is what it is. I need one more, either Picky Peck or Trumbeak too, so I've kind of been looking at all of those whenever they spawn. Yeah, this sucks. Whoever called it out on this said have fun if they're in the water. You were correct. I thought it was going to be on the beach. I thought it was going to be a cakewalk, and I was so very wrong. So very, very wrong. Galarian Slow Homie. Oh, very nice. Yeah, the Academy Special made that really easy for me, but you know, not everybody can have the calm and collecting luck, I guess. You're just doing the town reset, right? That I was doing on stream? 3rd time's a charm. Ah, yes. You know, the odds are boosted. It's not crazy, though. Like, your odds with the level 1 for everything plus the charm is like 1 in 1,000, right? So it's nice. It's a noticeable increase, but it's not like crazy sandwich level kind of stuff, you know? Because the sandwich level is like 2 times better than that, right? I'm pretty sure that's the 38 seconds. 1 more, maybe 2 more Checkaroonies. But yeah, it's worth it for the Galarian Slowpokes. Like, they're just the only thing over there. Then we're gonna blitz through the DLC as I need some poison support. Poison support. Your whole team is poison types, though, right? That's the poison support. Just an entire squad of poison types. Not everyone owns a hack Switch. I guess I'm not playing on mine right now or something. You know, I've never actually had a hacked Nintendo Switch. Never been a thing. despite some of the shiny luck that we've had in this game, has not been the case. Alright. I don't know. I'm going to walk away from this, I think. The Academy Special is not built for this Poplio outbreak. I also feel like maybe I've just failed some because this is a nightmare to spot, but I don't know. Maybe not. Let me just see if the Academy Special was holding us back. Maybe this was meant to be without the Academy Special. Let me just do one reset without it. Let's just see. Maybe it's just our char mods that we were supposed to be using. All poison homies, all poison, all homies, all winners. There you go. And that's a fact. I would say correct. Poplio friend, you want to help me out, homie? The thing that sucks is I really like this shiny too. These things spawn on the beach though. So if I just do a water Sammy, I can just do picnic resets up here. Like, this is one that you definitely don't need an outbreak for. It just would have been nice to have a... not have to use a water sandwich on it, you know? Try to get a shiny Mudkip. Maybe. I have 2 of those already. I wouldn't mind getting the 3rd, because I do need one more. What should I go for? Guys, exclamation Living Dex in the chat if you want to see what I've already grabbed. But, throw out some ideas. Let's see. I'm looking for a new hunt. We haven't done anything over in the polar area yet. We haven't done anything in the cliffs. So something over in that vicinity would be kind of cool. You know, I still need one more Joltik. That's the only thing I still need in Chargestone. And if I do a Bug Sammy in there, that's all I'll get. But I don't know what other bug types I would hunt afterwards, is kind of my only thing. What other bug types are there that I can hunt in this? Oh, I kind of want to go for Applin today, too. Oh, God. Chespin Golett. Oh, I have a good spot for Golett, actually. Fire Sammy, Score Bunny, Chimchar is fun. That actually is something I'd be down with, too. Shieldon, Smeargle. Smeargle was another one I wanted to do. Okay, get me out of here, please. I keep running into not friends. I would enjoy some more Bulba. We got the one Bulba, although I'm not opposed to doing another Bulba check. What other outbreaks do we have? Tyrogue? I mean, I need some Tyrogues. That's in the water, so I'm not doing that. Tyrogue, we have a good spot that doesn't need an outbreak for. I don't know. Joltik, Glued. Okay, I think maybe I'm going to go for the Joltik. And then... I don't know. Where's the Skarmory guy? Yeah, I don't know. After we got the shiny Skarmory, it was all over. You know the Toy Story thing where he drops Woody? It's like, I'm done with you. I don't want to play with you anymore. That was the channel. We were done for after that. After they knew that no more shiny Skarmory, although there is still potential that we have to find another one, because we do need a Bastiodon still. And I don't know... If I do a Rock Sammy, is it only Shieldon and Bastiodon? Just Shieldon, right? No Bastiodon, I don't think. Oh my god, please. They're everywhere right now. Alright, we're going to go to our spot. We have a good spot here. Readying up his counting skills. I wouldn't call them skills. Even just counting is a little bit of a problem for you, boy. It is what it is. That's just kind of how it goes in the calm and collecting kingdom. Just shield on. Very nice. Not Sheldon. Shield on. Goes to the next stream to get them to do Skarmory. Yeah, that's his thing. Said, get a Skarmory. Get a Skarmory. That was basically their message. And you know what? I can appreciate the... how do I want to say it? The commitment to it, I guess. We appreciate the commitment here. It was a little spammy, but they have something they like, and that's what they stick around for. Bug Sammy, I'm pretty sure this is potato salad. I think. Bug. Yeah, bugs love potato salad for some reason. I don't know why that is, but that's what we're going for. Potato salad and peppers. Boom. I'm feeling bitter. But not in reality, just... the sandwich. The sandwich seems like bitter for bugs. That's my thought process here. Let's see if it pays off. Did anybody say any other bug types that I'm going to be able to get besides Joltik? After this sandwich, I might have not thought this through all the way, to be honest with you guys. Are there any other bugs that I actually need besides... Skarmory, there it is. Oh, Jupiter. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. I still need Araquanid and Jupiter. Just Araquanid? I have one Jupiter, don't I? I think we got that during the Totodile nightmare while we were looking for one. Yeah, I need Galvantula and Araquanid. And then if I get both of those, I'm in kind of a weird spot. I have Joltik already. Yeah, I have Joltik already. If I get a Joltik, it's going to evolve into Galvantula. And then we'll go for Araquanid, I guess. What the heck? I didn't get Encounter Power. I think this is one of the ones I have to use Prosciutto on. Don't mind me. Araquanid A tier. No, it's good. Yeah, definitely a good shiny. Now that she's back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in her hair. Is this what we're doing? This is what we're doing today? Yeah, Buwomp. Buwomp is right. The sandwich was on point though, I know. But apparently not. Not actually on point. Do you have Shiny Cleaver? Oh, I don't yet. Yeah, that's a good call. Okay, so we have 3 things we need then. I would take one of the Skarmories or a... Like, Cleaver would be really cool to find just on its own. Does that actually spawn on that mountain? Or is it just the one static and then the rest are just Skarmory? Do you know? Does it actually spawn anymore? I just picnic reset. I'm like hardwired to picnic reset. Let's make the sandwich. Try to catch a Comfey in the beach area. I have one already. Yeah, we got one of those. So, if we see one, I will be catching it, but it's not something we're actively looking for right now. Whoops, that was chorizo. Alright. I'm just going to do a different herba too, because maybe that was the problem, the double bitter. Spawns on Cleaver Mountain. Okay. So it's just a chance. I've just never seen one of those spawn up there besides the one static one. So, get our peppers going here. Get schmovin'. My game's lagging a little bit making this sandwich. It's trying to make me mess up here. And it was such a pretty sandwich, that first one. It was just really a work of art. Really don't like the echoey splat that potato salad is making. Yeah, the glowing sandwich. This is the true sparkling power sandwich. Honestly, this is kind of a real sandwich. It has sandwich components and not like apples and strawberries and stuff. The Singer. Pokemon Scarlet Violet Epilogue came out, yeah. Yeah, I played through that. I just did it off stream. It's pretty quick. There's not really any, like, super crazy shiny hunting stuff or anything else going on, you know? So I just ended up doing that off stream, but it was a good time. Nice little free whatever deal. And I'm not going to count these. I was able to spot this basically immediately with the first one, so we're just going to say, I got this. And then I'm going to KO one every now and then because I'm losing my mind. You know how it goes. But, like, it was more noticeable than I thought it would be, especially when there's a million of them running around like this. Poke Plus, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Random charm odds, female Charmander. What the heck? Getting all of the just all of the rando luck right now. Yeah, any shiny starter is 1 in 8, which is crazy. If it's a female, sorry. Any female shiny starter is a 1 in 8, which is bananas. All of these things over here, I'm telling you, that light is a problem. Now let me just go ahead and reset them now. What Sammy are you cooking? We're doing a bug Sammy right now. If you guys ever want to know what sandwiches I'm making, like the recipes and stuff that I'm using, I have a little compilation of guides and stuff that I just put together. I didn't make any of the actual like guides for them, but I just put them all in one little like imager thing, and it's just exclamation sandwich in the chat, and that's just what I use. Suika game is so fun. I used to take breaks while shiny hunting. I haven't played it. I've watched a lot of people play it though. And yeah, it looks like it's such a simple game, but it just works, which is crazy. The things that really pop off seem to just be like just real basic. But I mean, it's almost like Tetris is just such a simple game. The easy to pick up, hard to master type thing, I guess, right? And that kind of works with Suika game too, right? Kind of the same dealio. I'm telling you, the crystals. Oh, now I can tell it isn't shiny, but he's already dead. Poor lad. Suika game reminds me of Tetris. There you go. It's like the same kind of deal, right? Obviously, it's a very different game, but the simplicity, but the fact that there's like a deeper strategy that you can kind of be working on is something that is just very good for any kind of game, because the fact that there's just no barrier of entry at all, right, and it's a cute little whatever game. Like, it looks like kids could play it, adults could play it, everything. They're hitting all the target audiences. And what's crazy is, like, initially, they didn't even have it on, like, the English Nintendo Online thing. It was only for Japan. And there, like, wasn't really any text at all in that game, or any Japanese... You know what I mean? Like, you definitely didn't need to know Japanese to play that game. But it was only over there for a while. And I feel like that was when the hype was the craziest for it. Like, if they would have had it on the just all of the different Nintendo store, like, storefronts, they probably would have made even more dollary dues than they did. Highest score is 3250. I'll have to try it at some point. I have no idea how I would even do on that game. 15. I counted them that time just to see. There was one that looked a little weird. Would it be possible to see your Japanese vintage packs? They're back there in a weird display thing. I could... Oh god, I almost just flew somewhere on accident. One of these days I could show them. For right now, I can give you a little bit of a You see him back there? I have a Neo Genesis pack, a Fossil pack, and a Jungle pack, is what those are. They're right there. They're on a weird stand, so if I move it, my whole, like, stand thing is gonna collapse. It kind of sucks. I need a better... One of those was looking weird, but I think it was the blue light, so I'm not gonna stress it. Japanese Suica speedrunners are insane. There's speedrun for it? Is it just to get to a certain score, or what is it like first to watermelon speedrun? Yeah, I guess there's speedrunners for everything. Since the return of her stay on the Moonstone, she listens like spring and sings like Cricketune. Hey, 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 yeah. So, just in case you guys didn't know, Z is on some pain medication. It's had some things, but, it's really opened up a very artistic side of our boy. And, we'll take it. First to watermelon, first to 3,000. That's interesting. 3,000 is pretty high, isn't it? That seems like a pretty tough one in general. Cricketune is the best cry. The Deely whoop. Yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely a good one. Speedrun the impossible. I don't know. I mean, I feel like, I wonder if there's got to be a trick to it, right? Like some way that they can manipulate how the things are spawning and stuff, right? Like, it seems like speedrunning always kind of gets to that point where they start finding the cracks in the code. Although this game is pretty straightforward, I guess. I don't know. Even in Tetris, I guess it was just about clearing the lines as fast as possible. Like the original Tetris, there was that kid who just recently, like, beat it, quote unquote beat it, for the first time, like, recently. And I don't know if that's fully been validated or not, but, like, people thought that you couldn't for a long time. And the way that you beat it is you get to a certain level and the game just crashes because of how it's coded. But they just expected nobody would ever get to that point, Because it's, like, very weird. The way that they even have to be able to move the pieces fast enough not to just fail immediately is they have to, like, tap on the back of the controller, too, to get the, like, inputs to happen as fast as possible. It's kind of crazy how optimized. Are we good? OBS just freaked out. Are we back? Oh, no. Are we good? We back. All right, we good. That was YouTube being a problem. It's been a while since we've had issues with YouTube. I hope we don't have to go fight YouTube again. I really don't want to. Hopefully this doesn't start being a common occurrence again. I had flashes of Twitch. Yeah. No. I don't want to live that life. Yeah. We'll see. It's fine. There was a very weird time where we had so many problems with YouTube. It was like every stream. Have you ever seen the movie The Tetris Masters? I have not even heard of this movie. Is this just like some documentary about the metagame of Tetris, or like when it first came out and stuff? Because I'm kind of down with stuff like that. Just movies about the growth of a certain, like, video game thing, or not even just video game stuff, but it's kind of interesting to see kind of a world that you've never really been super involved in or attached to, you know what I mean? I don't know. These things are looking a little weird. We're losing it. A common occurrence. Electrobuzz, you better watch it. Better watch it. It's the day-night cycle has been crazy. It's like it was nighttime for like 5 minutes. It's already daytime again. Can anybody grind BP? My team stopped playing. Get a code in the chat, Toast. That's the best way, guys. If you're looking for a group, just post up a union circle. People will join in. That's the way to do it. That one's looking a little weird. So he's going to get the bonk. Poor sap. Poor sap. You have to get rid of the Clink evolution line or Timber evolution line. Which one are you choosing? Timber. They're both really dumb. They're both just, like, really not great. But yeah, I just, Girder is gross. Raz, welcome in. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Welcome back in. Hopefully things have been going well. Been shiny hunting odd egg Pokemon. Still missing Pichu, Igglybuff, and Elekid. So are you just like resetting your game after you get the odd egg? Like you're just kind of getting to that point? I guess you can just soft reset it forever, right? Or does it determine after you hatch it? Is that how it works in Gen 2? I kind of can't remember. You save before you get the odd egg, right? And then it generates? Or is it like based on your trainer ID or something weird? I've never actually done those hunts before, but that's kind of a cool, like, starting Gen 2 hunt. That and the starter hunts in those games are pretty cool, too. Pretty, like, you just get 3 checks, it's not too bad. Clink is useful, at least. How? How Clink useful? Yeah, I don't know. They're both kind of whatever, but, you know. I'm a Gen 5 hater. Everybody's getting mad. I know you are. But that's what we got to do here at Common Collecting Industries. We got to enrage the people a little bit. Get them ready for a heated debate. Timber is actually really cute. Timber is the best of that evolution line. But after it evolves, it just gets gross. Buff, leathery clown, and then, like, you know, I don't even know what that final evolution thing is. Much more leatherier. Construction worker, I don't know. Gears are useful. Oh, you mean just like in the general sense. I thought you meant like Clink as a Pokemon was like really useful to just, like it had some good attack or it was good at battling or something like that. That's what I thought you were going with. You could say Clink really grinds his gears. I'm glad that we updated some of these sound bites just so we're clear. I'm going to count these because there's a couple that look a little weird to me. Nope. Not it. I've never liked the Timberline, but I like how much Calm hates it. That makes sense. It makes sense that people would like it a lot because I dislike it. That seems like my chat. That seems like how things would go here. It's like, I don't even like this. But I like that he really dislikes it. That is definitely how it goes. My dupes are Magby. I have 3 and Cleffa. 3 Magby? How the heck did that even happen? I feel like that's not like a super easy one to find either. Because it competes with a bunch of other spawns. Very interesting. There's another one over there that's looking weird. And he just KO'd it. Oh god, please. Get me out of here. Cyrus, welcome in. Hello, hello. The Comedy Club would love you guys. Yeah, they would. You heard them laughing. They were big fans. Hi, everyone. And calm. Dang, alright. Evelyn, welcome in. Hello, everyone. And calm. Does anybody have a shiny starter Pokemon that they can trade? Anybody have extra shinies? Shiny starter Pokemans. And guys, just so you know, if you're trying to do any like trades or battles or anything that like requires back and forth, try to keep it in the Discord if you're over there. Exclamation Discord in the chat. It just helps keep the chat kind of filtered out for you, boy. It's hard for me to know what's for me, what's not. You know. Shiny female Trico. Very nice. One of these days, I'm going to get a shiny female Torchic. We're at 3 right now, so I don't know how many it's going to take before I get the homies. I need 3 of them. Oh, God. I need so many. Oh. Are you in? You're looking very weird. I think he's just broken. Hey, you shiny bud? You're not. I hate this. I hate this auto battle thing not working. Hi, friend. Playing with my heart. Can't be doing these things. Oh my god. I kind of thought I saw one. It was behind my camera, though. Sitting here in bed, doing some thinking, Pokemon is the longest I've ever stuck with a franchise. Never wanted in my life... I've never not wanted it in my life or gotten tired of it. Yeah, I mean, it's just... I've definitely had back and forth with it. But I've always had some level of Pokemans in my life, whether it's the cards or the anime or the games or all 3, you know? Like, there's always been some level of it. If the storm knocks me out, it's going to be a sad time. We'll see. I hope things stay powered up over there. It's crazy. We've had a few people talking about, like, kind of potentially losing power and stuff from storms. I got a tiny, tiny bit of rain today, but not like I think I'm gonna lose. What the heck was that? Hold on, I'm just gonna count these. Nope. 15. Only was out of Pokemon for a few years when it became not cool anymore. See, even during that, I was like... I was hiding it. I didn't want anybody to know that I was into Pokemon, you know what I mean? Back in middle school was when Pokemon got uncool. And it was really a bummer, because I was still down with it. Like, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! I was down with both. And then suddenly, all of the people that I know still liked Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff, they... when we got to middle school, were just suddenly too cool for it. They had this big change of heart or personality or whatever, and they said, I'm going to be a cool guy now. What does that even mean? They changed it up and they said, I ain't into that anymore. That's for kids. And real sad times. Middle school was the worst, because everybody was just trying to be cooler than they really were. You know? And I wish... I've said this before on stream. I wish I was just, like, more, like, sure of who I was, what I was about back then. To just be like, yeah, I like this, you know. Like, whatever. You guys don't like this? Well, that's just too bad. But, as... Oh, my God. Why is it getting destroyed so hard? I've had to heal this thing twice. How much time do we got? 11 minutes. Man. Having to heal this is a real problem, because I keep going to the summary menu. Middle school changes people. It really does. Not for the better, generally. Just makes them kind of like dude bros. I said, I don't like Pokemon anymore. I like Affliction apparel. Yeah, I don't know. It really made some people extra edgy. The bugs are bugging, they are. Say that Magby is the rarest, along with Elekid, other than Tyrogue and Pichu and Odd Eggs. Yeah, I mean, there is, like, a break point for all of those, right? Like a certain percent chance for each of them, and I think there are a handful of them that are rarer than others, right? It's not just like an even distribution of those. I'm pretty sure. Ugh. I feel like I have just like animal hair all over me. How are you today? Deku, I'm doing well. How are you doing? How's things? 10 minutes. I didn't realize how lucky we got with the Joltik on the last sandwich when we got that, just like kind of out of nowhere. It was cringe as heck in middle school. Everybody was. The thing is everybody was cringe in middle school, but it's about whether or not you realize now that you were cringe. Because you might still be cringe. You don't know for sure. Some people don't. But, yeah, it's just about whether or not you realize that it was cringe. Some people are fully living in the cringe still. They have not escaped the cringe. They've been shaped by it. They're living the cringe life. I don't feel scared to say I like Pokemon. If I saw that and they don't like it, then that's what they think. Yeah. I was not built like that as a young lad. I feel like everybody kind of cared what people thought back then, and I just, it is what it is. As a young person, you're kind of trying to fit in a little bit, but knowing what you like and what you're about is the most important thing about growing up, I feel like. Being like confident that this is something you care about, what you want to do, and yeah, I don't know. You don't want to surround yourself with people who you're hiding whatever it is that you like to do from them, right? Like, you don't want to live that life. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Get them out of here. This Varoom has not been working out great for me. I don't know. It's really fast, but I keep having to heal it. He's just like too weak. There's an extra stanky looking one over there. God, they're all extra stanky looking. 15. God, they all look so blue. This is tough. Ear pressure's dangerous, exactly. I mean, it's basically just like that whole deal, trying not to be the odd one out, right? It's just how it goes, and I can't blame anybody for... I can't count to 15. I can't blame anybody for, like, wanting to not, rock the boat, whatever, but gotta do your own thing. Gotta live your life. Conforming is lame. Embrace the weird, exactly. Embrace the weird. I just can't count, I think, because I keep counting 14. Which is a problem. All the best people are weird, that is a fact. Yeah, I only want to hang out with the weirdos, that's me. My people. He's looking pretty green, that one. How many times have I said that tonight? Nuh-uh. No save. That's not what we're doing. We're not committing to this sandwich of nothing. Tyrogue and Pichu are 1%? What the heck? That one's for sure it, right? Oh wow, that one looks crazy too. Oh god, they all look shiny. This is my nightmare. Also, oh, that one for sure is it. God, it is so recognizable. Like, you're losing your mind trying to figure it out, and then as soon as it spawns, you're just like, yeah, this is for sure. Like, I just saved without even encountering it. Like, yeah. That's it. Finally got him. I think we're just gonna quick ball it. Nice and easy. Got a big spider. We have like 6 minutes, something like that. We have a chance. Where should I go for Jupiter, though? Let's get Galvantula on the board. Gen 5. Baby Pluto with the gifted memberships. 5 of them. Baby Pluto, I appreciate it, buddy. Guys, if you got one of those, say thanks. I can't see who's getting these, so make sure you let me know if Barnabas gets one of these. Galvantula. Where the heck is... Oh, found him. Very nice, like, kind of dark blue teal-y almost. Like, it's got a little bit of a green tint to it. He's kind of a big lad. We're gonna... Does that work? I think that's fine. No Barna, bro. You hate to see it. Baby Pluto, buddy, I appreciate you. Guys, if you got one of those, say thanks to Baby Pluto. And everybody else, exclamation gift in the chat. Make sure you're opted in. Jupiter. Where should I go? The mountainous area with Bulbasaur. The body of water spawns a good amount of both. Can I picnic reset them, though? Okay, let me try. Don't think Barnabas is here. They don't need to be here. We've had a bunch of people who were gifted that were not in the chat and were like, hey, I popped over here because I got a gifted membership. So, yeah, we found that out. It seems like it works kind of weird. You know, there's a bunch here too, I guess, but I see a bunch. That was literally 2. Let's go up. Miradon, please. Miradon. We're literally burning the most... Oh! They're on the ground! Oh, wow. Okay. No, this is... really, really good. I didn't realize they were on the ground, too. I mean, I literally could just go to the spot that I was at previously. If I could find it, that is. Okay. There's the table. We're just gonna walk kind of slow, make sure we're not missing anything. There's something out here that looks a little weird. Okay, not it. I really don't want to be in the water, though, for this hunt, if I can help it. I don't know, maybe I just walk around? I mean... We get so many spawns down here. It's like way, way faster than the Bulbasaur was, you know? I think it'll probably be quicker just to walk around. Although seeing the ones down there in the water is... they're so small. They're just tiny little fellas. Blink twice if you need assistance. What's going on with Z? Z's been having a time recently. Oh my god, we just fell down the waterfall. We are really figuring out ways to burn this sandwich here. How much time do we got? 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes. Come on. A shiny spider to wrap it up. Just 2 things. I think that's not too much to ask for. It hasn't been crazy spicy tonight. Let's get some extra shinies on the board. Oh my god, can we please just... I'm gonna get like 2 picnic resets after this all sorts itself out. Bully, welcome in. Got shiny Smoochum first egg. Got a shiny on every batch for the next few batches, then went 13 without a shiny. Well, what are the odds for it? It's like, in the Japanese version, they're better, right? But in the English version, I think it got worse, the shiny odds. I forget what it is. I think it was like 20% or 15% in the Japanese version. And then in the English version, I thought it was like 10% or something. It was definitely worse, but still like amazingly good. 14%, 15 in Japan. Are you sure it was 15? I'm pretty sure it was like 25 or 50% in Japan. Like, it was very, very high. I think it was more than just a 1% difference. Are you okay? Me? Or Z? Z is the one I think you should be thinking about. Buzz, welcome in. Just sold $40 worth of stuffed animals. Very nice. Wow. So you got on that quick. I thought you were... You're just like, oh, I think I want to try to do this. And I didn't think it was actually going to happen. So you made it happen. Went out and said, get him out of here. That's what I like to see. The immediate... Oh my god. These ones in the water are the problems. Yeah, but getting stuff done, that's the way to do it. Just make it happen. Set your mind to it. Otherwise, it's just going to take forever. You're going to think about it for a long time. Just knocking it out right when you get it on your mind. That's kind of how I have to do it. Otherwise, it'll just kind of fall off to the side and it'll never happen. I know how it goes. I know myself. You're not tripping. What are you not tripping about? I'm doing Mochi Mayhem event. Very nice. Enjoy. Yeah, it's pretty quick. There's not like a ton of time that you have to spend on it, but it's good. Nice little wrap up to the story. I'm a businessman. There you go. A plushy businessman. You know, there definitely are plushy businessmen out there. I'm just saying. That is a valid career path. At least for a handful of people. Do you reckon we will hit 250 likes? I do reckon that. I don't know when exactly that will happen, but it's pretty common that we get up to at least 300 each night. We'll see how it goes. The thing about Pokemon is it kind of comes in waves. So it's like real popular for a little bit, and then just the... Dude, I saw that Minior and I thought it was a shiny Jupiter. But yeah, we just have the super homies in here during the times when it's kind of in between releases. And then it kind of falls off a little bit, the likes and views and whatever, but it's when we have the very tight-knit, the good discussions. Alright, let's check out the Joltik. And evolve it too. Got a mark? What do you guys think? What's the mark? It's a serious Joltik. It's going to evolve into a Galvantula. Panda, you're heading out. We'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out. Uncommon, rare, pompous, peckish, lively. So many uncommons. Sleepy time. Joltik the Sleepy. I like it. He's just a sleepy little guy. Let's evolve him. I'm assuming this is just a level up evolution. I don't know this for a fact. Here we go. Sleepy Joltik. It's a good shiny. Like, the greenish yellow and then the purple instead of blue. It's like a noticeable difference. It's just so tough when it's so small and you don't really see it close up ever. He's seriously sleepy. There you go. It is what it is. I feel like it's not as good of a shiny, but this is more recognizable, I think, than you think. That blue is almost like a black, kinda. Like a very, very dark blue on it. And its original is like a much lighter blue, right? No sticky web. Alright. We're getting some okay homies. You know, I think we're paying for the Minun that we got the other day. That's what's happening here. We got this, and we're paying dearly for our fantastic shiny luck with that. The quality over quantity. Calm. Molten Bug. What? What? All caps. I meant 50%. Yeah, that's more what I think it was. I'm mad my game keeps glitching. Bad. What's glitching? I'm gonna pee real quick. I'm not gonna do a full BRB party. I'm just gonna mute, and I will be right back in a cool, like, 30 seconds. Be right back. Doggo wanted to say hi. And also Mr. Kappa wanted to for a brief second, apparently. Doggo wanted to say hello. Oh. She's gonna hang out while we're shiny hunting, I think. She says she wants to sit up here. Doggo, yes. There's a doggo. She's hanging out. Alright, back at it. I think we've really been having an unfortunate go of it. Let's see if we have like an Applin. An outbreak would be cool. Look at that, a Poliwag outbreak after our like really difficult time trying to get one of those. That sounds about right. We're going to try to look for an Applin, I think. I would like to get a Hydraplin. And last time we had an outbreak over here, it's still not like a great spot for it. But we got one kind of quickly over here when we needed one for Diplin. So I think we're going to give it a shot. Just see. What are you going to do with all of the shiny hunts? What you talking about, Tina? I'm doing a shiny Living Dex in this game. If you guys haven't been keeping track of it, exclamation Living Dex in the chat. I'm doing a shiny Living Dex with all of the gender differences and form differences and stuff too. So, a lot of things. We need a lot of friends. Kitakami, interesting. Very interesting. I don't want to change my outfit. I wish I could have like a preset. Or like you change into it when you go to each area. That'd be kind of cool. Wear a green screen shirt that makes your body disappear, and then it'll be a floating head stream. I'm not opposed to it. I don't. The thing is like it would also make it like so the chair isn't there either. It would look very strange because the headrest right there would still show. All right, I'm pretty sure dragons like avocados. Pretty sure that is the dealio. We're gonna go spicy. Spicy for dragons. What's the puppy's name? This is Daisy. Has a disappear button. I do not have a disappear button. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why you guys have to lie to chat and pretend that I have more technology than I actually have. It just makes them disappointed when they realize that I don't actually have one of those things. It's a secret. Don't tell anybody about my escape tricks. But yeah, definitely don't have one of those. Mr. Kappa, on the other hand, definitely has one of those. He knows how to teleport. And he knows when you're talking smack. Just throwing it out there. He knows. We have a GIF. A GIF of what? You're going to lose power, Travis. Stay safe. It seems like a lot of people are having issues today. You feel like the Titan chair has a little too hard of a cushion. I like it, but wow, can it hurt after a while. Encrypted, it definitely is like a stiff chair, but I think that's the reason that it's held up so well. It's kind of, I think, good for my sitting like posture is like the stiffness of the chair kind of keeps me sitting upright. Otherwise, I just like I'm kind of slumped over if I'm in like a really cushy chair like that. I had a really cushy, this is going to make me sound fancier than I am, like executive chair. And it was just like a leather, big, fat, fluffy chair, basically. And it was comfortable, but it wore out really quick, and it was just a nightmare, you know. So, I don't know. I think this one is better for like a home office use, which is what I use it for. But I don't know. I might have to try some other ones. The thing is like the race car gamer chairs are usually just not good chairs. And this one is, I've been like pretty happy with it. It ain't cheap. But I do enjoy it. I think it's held up really well, and they have a pretty good like warranty and stuff too. I'm not sponsored by these guys, by the way. They ought to be paying me too, because everybody likes this chair. The heck's going on here? Kind of eepy now. CMH, we'll see you around, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. I just got tripped up. Can't talk. You know how it goes. The bread evaporated. The bread, yeah. We threw it off to the side. Man, I feel like we had such a good spot here last time. We can see them in the trees, kind of, but, like, I'm trying to get the family spawns. Maybe I was more, like, on this side when I did it last time. Let's just try. I'm trying to remember where my secret spot was. Kind of feeling bummed after finishing the epilogue. Why? Just that the story's over? That nothing else got added? What's the bummer for you? I feel like this game had a decent chunk of stuff. Like, I'm not feeling too burned out over the whole deal. I think it's kind of, it had what I expected. I really wish that there was a DLC that had Dynamax Adventure-y kind of stuff, or any shiny legendaries that we could hunt. The fact that we had 0 of those in this is very sad, but besides that, I think it was pretty alright. Gonna get sponsored by Pokemon itself. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But hey guys, you know, if you're listening, I know you're watching. Just, you know, you can make it happen. I'll fly out. Pokemon Company. Surprised you aren't just doing the AFK Applin hunt. I couldn't get it to work, and I feel like AFK on stream is just the most boring thing, although I guess this isn't much more exciting than the AFK hunt, right? I never was able to get it lined up, and I just cannot be bothered. I might just look around for a little bit, though, because you get family spawns here, and it's not terrible. You get the groups of 5, and it's just they're so spread out or something. Like, I don't know why I can't seem to get these things to spawn. I don't know if it's just like the location of their... There's a few there. Let me try... I think there was another spot that I had tried kind of like around here too, that I think kind of worked. We're doing a little bit of science right now. Oh my god, please. Let's see. Let's see. Have you ever seen a Porygon outbreak in this game? I don't know if I have. All of my shiny Porygons I got without outbreaks, though. Like, it definitely wasn't necessary for me. Because they're the only normal types that spawn in Chargestone Cave. So, it was a very, very quick, just like 1-2 that we got those, and then we got the third kind of after the fact. But it was not very tough to get those shiny hunted in that cave because they stood out really, really good. They're pretty big because they're flying around and stuff, you know? So, yeah. You can try in there too if you haven't seen an outbreak. Me personally, I'm usually not resetting for outbreaks and stuff. I feel like it's kind of annoying, the whole date skipping deal to try to get that, so I'm usually trying to avoid it. I wonder if I step back further. Maybe that was my thing. Like right here. Let's try it. Let's see. You haven't played any emulated content, have you? This would be a deal breaker for us, the Pokemon Company. Honestly, I know for a fact that is not the case with them because they fly out Alpharad and his stuff is entirely Pokemon ROM hack on an emulator content, so they look past it. It's more about the sheer number of views, I think. And he's not like family friendly either. He's got a lot of shenanigans. He's a funny dude. But yeah, Pokemon Company has been a lot more lax about a lot of those standards recently, which is a good thing. Like, they just need to understand that there's multiple age groups that are down with their content now. Down with their games, I guess. My Lampent is level 90 and still is not evolved into Chandelure. Yeah, I got bad news for you, buddy. That's a trait evolution, isn't it? Or is it a Duskstone? It's a Duskstone. Yeah. It ain't evolving if you just keep leveling it up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Duskstone. Alpharad even made a joke on how he plays ROMs and drops F-bombs. Yeah, that is a thing. So it's just a matter of making the good stuff, getting their attention, I guess. One of these days. And they'll acknowledge your boy. Probably not. Yeah, Duskstone, there you go. Yeah, they used to be very, very picky about that stuff, though. So, I think they finally kind of realized, you know, the age groups that they cover is so wide at this point that they just kind of have to accept that it isn't just a bunch of babies anymore. We've all grown up. We're living our lives. This is way better than that picnic reset, I'll just say. We get like 6 or so at a time. Ooh, maybe we're going to get 10 this time. We got 5 there. Is that literally it? Okay. I think there's more spawning somewhere else too, because like, maybe there's things spawning down there. We're only getting 1 family spawn. We're getting nothing else. They're just a bunch in the trees. Man, I really don't want to have to check those one by one. One trick, if you're flying around like this, you want to turn around. It sucks turning around while you're flying because the controls are just not good when you're flying around like that, especially when your camera is flipped around. So if you want to do a quick 180, Game Boy showed me this. You just unfly, turn around, and then hold the other direction and start gliding again, and you automatically start flying in that direction. So you don't have to worry about like your controls being all inverted and goofy. So that's a hot tip as well. Fly out, unfly, hold the direction you want to turn, and press fly again. You just snap into the direction you want to go. Let me try maybe a few different spots doing this, because I feel like maybe we can optimize this even more. What's your favorite apple? Like the evolutions of the apples, or like IRL apples? Diplin is probably my favorite evolution of the apples. And I like green sour apples, the IRL apples. Which is a good thing because I like the shiny Applin as well, so it all works out. My favorite, the Granny Smith. So proud of you, Manslug. That's awesome to hear. What happened? Hold on. Go to Tag Tree Thicket. No, they're not better spawns. Like with the with the AFK thing, right? I don't know. I just really don't want to have to deal with the AFK deal. It just we couldn't get it to line up the other day, and it was just like, ugh. I'm hoping I don't have to do it, but I guess if we get to that point, I'll have to live that life. We'll see. We'll try Sammy without it, though. Hot tips by Calm, that's me. I'm catching up. I don't see... There was a comment, a conversation happening. An A and B conversation. I will see my way out of it. There were 5 more there. This is getting to be like the Bulbasaur hunt, where I'm just going to be, like, failing stuff. Because I'm flying away, and then I see things spawn in, and it kind of freaks me out. I don't like it. There's an area where they spawn, just like around the trees, where you're just doing circles. I feel like that's not really faster than seeing these 5 or 6 here. Because there was one loop that I did. Do they spawn on the ground, or are you talking like up in the trees where you're looking at them one by one? Because I'd be down if there was like a better spot, but I'm not aware of a really, really good spot for them besides that little loop around the trees. Yeah, these things are spawning in all of these trees right here. I gotta be careful. I can't fail 5. Like, not look at a thing of 5, you know? With how few of these are spawning. It's tough because that, like, the little worm thing is green, too. Alright, get me out of here. Meow. Welcome in. Eggy. Weird, and my least favorite fruits are grapes, apples, dragon fruit, watermelon. Dragon fruit is a weird pick because I feel like that is not like a very commonly accessible fruit. For it to be like on your list of like, I hate this fruit. For me, it's banana. I really don't like bananas. Yeah, things are spawning down there. That's the problem. You can see them. This game, for some reason, doesn't really look at how high up you are. It only looks at your, like, distance away from them in, like, north, south, east, west. It doesn't care about how high up you are. You see that? There's just tons of things spawned down there. Do a stream where viewers can submit videos you watch and mod scrap. I don't know. See, I got like a copyright claim just watching a like Pokemon related thing before. It freaks me out on stream. It has not worked out for your boy before. But it seems like that would be fun. Like, I would be down with something like that. I don't like bananas. Yeah, bananas are weird. It's just, since I was a kid, I've always not liked them. And, like, when I was younger, my grandma, like, made me eat, like, I remember specifically this one situation where she's just like, you gotta eat this or you can't get up. I was like, oh my god, I hate these things. Like, she knows I hate these things. And just forced me, and I feel like that, like, just locked in the fact that I didn't like them, you know? It's just like, okay, well, I can never like these now. Had the banana trauma, which sounds sounds like something interesting, but yeah, it was a heck of a time. What can you do? You'll be potassium rich though if you're eating those bananas. They're good for you. I just am not a fan. Lykel 300, are we at 250 right now? Guys, I appreciate you. And this isn't too bad, doing a little loop here. Yeah, potassium rich. My grocery store has a lot of dragon fruit. I don't know. I've never really seen a bunch of dragon fruits in a grocery store like that. Must just be location based, I guess. Banana peels taste better than the actual banana. What in the world? There's no way that's true. I've never eaten a banana peel. That just sounds like somebody trying to get me to eat a banana peel. For giggles. Baked Voldemorts with the 12 months. I said Voldemorts for some reason. The 2 baked Voldemort. Potassium or Ohio? I mean, potassium is something you need, but I just would prefer if I didn't have to get it from bananas. Would be my preference. But, you know, what can you do? I'm not going to die if I eat a banana or anything. Like, it's not life or death for me. I'm not seeking out banana flavored anything. Not really eating bananas just willingly. Not really my deal. We all have our preferences, right? I mean, I guess walking around, especially at night, these are a lot more visible because they're kind of like the lighting on them is a little bit weird. You can kind of see them pretty good on these trees when it's nighttime. I would have thought that during nighttime it would have been more difficult to spot them, but I don't know. This actually isn't terrible. I can kind of see them from far away, too. We're only getting one at a time most of the time here, but we get a family spawn every now and then. Not bad, not bad. Coconut Mall. I do love me some Mario Kart shenanigans, and Coconut Mall is a good time. Sorry, this is a little bit difficult for me to look at these and also at chat. The apples are definitely a problem. And I don't know, if I get this, what other dragon types do I need in the DLC? I need Kingdra, but you can't find that in the wild, right? Like, except for, I think there's like one, just like Terra spawn for it. But besides that, I can't really think. I have Duraludon already. What the heck else is there for me to look at? You guys have any dragon types? You let me know. I'm kind of drawing a blank here. I really, like, what other dragon types are in the DLC? Are there really not that many? Flygon, can you find Flygon just running around? I guess you can, right? In the wild? I know there's outbreaks and stuff for it, but is it just in the wild normally? Hold on, one of these looks... Okay. I saw the green top of it. It's kind of messing me up. We're really doing some of the worst hunts tonight. I don't know. Anyone like pickled spicy green beans? Pickled spicy green beans. That is a very specific flavor palette that you're going for there. Who else is down with pickled spicy green beans? I have never even had the opportunity to eat that, but I will tell you I really don't like green beans. So I'm going to say I'm probably not a fan of those. Just right out of the gate. Pickled plus spicy plus something I know I don't like. Not really my deal, I think. For me personally. But I'm also like a very terribly bad eater. I think oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Honestly, once we got into our groove, we started doing the loop. It wasn't bad. This one is going to be a Hydraplin. Is it just going to be in a... Well, first off, let's see what we got. Let's see. Diplin level 55. Not Diplin, sorry, Applin. Level 55. Oh, this thing doesn't know anything. I kind of forgot. This thing has no moves. And then it evolves, and then it's fine. So, Hydraplin is still just like the same shiny as Diplin. Luxury Ball? Like, what is the... It's not really super green anymore. Friend Ball is fine. I don't know. I don't know if I got Diplin in a Friend Ball. I feel like I didn't. I think the gold, like the caramel, I think it works with luxury, right? Level Ball? I don't even have a level ball. That's a problem. We'll just luxury ball. I think luxury ball's good. First try. There you go. Luxury ball, says Ray's Plays. See, I already knew that that's what Ray's was going to say. So I already locked it in. Ray's with the 16 months. Is the next breakpoint at 18 months? I think it might be. Alright, dragons. 10 minutes. What other dragons do I need? Let's get Hydraplin on the board. Do you guys have any idea? I was asking this earlier. I didn't see it in the chat if you mentioned it. Any dragon types still? I feel like there's just not that many in this DLC. We already got Duraludon and Archaludon. A green and yellow knight. Yeah, I guess so. Let me... Oh, Flygon. Flygon was basically the only other one, huh? Let me look. I'm looking at my list right now. Dragon type. Man, we've got a lot of these, don't we? Kind of a problem. Have Executor. Flygon might be it. I see Flygon there. Kingdra. I guess, I mean, Flygon will be kind of easy because it's, I think, the only dragon type there, right? Yeah, that's it. Man, there are not a lot of dragon types in this DLC, huh? Alright, well, we're about to be done with dragon types, potentially. Flygon, sneaky A tier. It's weird because it doesn't seem like it's that different, and then you see it and you're like, oh yeah. But like, if you look at it on its own, it's kind of, like you said, it's sneaky like that. And Vibrava. Well, okay, so I have one Vibrava. I'm down with either. I mean, we just evolve it into Flygon, right? Vibrava spawns way more. I'm down with either. Either one works for me. Garby the Flygon. We're gonna get to like a good picnic reset spot. We're just gonna get up against the mountain wall, because I think they spawn kind of over here in the deserty. Yeah. Somewhere over here. Oh my god. Yeah, this is a thing. This should be quick, I feel like. Just in this location. And then we'll evolve the Hydraplin too, because I'm interested to see that. Now the only thing, I mean, God, that's just a swarm of Vibrava. It's just a tidal wave of Vibrava. Yeah, these spawn very, very fast. Now, I was gonna say, I feel like I might have an issue seeing the Vibrava just from the side, but the Vibrava we found, I saw like 2 pixels of it while I was running, and we still got that. So I feel like it's a very noticeable shiny. It's just like the color difference. Sometimes when they're really far away, I feel like you're not seeing the the like wing color that much, but their eyes change color too, right? The ball up is beast. The ball up. The ball up? Oh, the next Pokeball is Beast Ball. Yes. The ball up. The old ball up. Are you not a Beast Ball appreciator? It's at 24 months. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it starts taking forever after the... and I can't really pick. I can remove things so we get to the top tier quicker, but I feel like that kind of takes away from the longevity, the coolness of getting a Cherish Ball, right? I think so. You don't have Shiny Shroomish? You evolved it into Breloom. Okay. You know I have issues, right? We've gone over this, that I have issues. So, I have a Shiny Breloom that I caught. And then I have a Shiny Breloom that I caught and put onto my team. I still need Shroomish. I've never actually had a Shiny Shroomish that stayed a Shroomish. I caught one Shiny Shroomish, my first one, and I evolved it into Breloom because you can't get Spore on Breloom unless you leveled it up past its evolution point as a Shroomish to get Spore. It's really weird, because once it's evolved, there is no way for a Breloom to get Spore, because Breloom can't learn Spore. It's a really weird situation that they are in. Grab some dinner, Jimbo. Welcome back. I thought Spore needs to be taught to Shroomish. It does. So I caught a Shroomish, and I had to evolve it into this Breloom because I wanted it to have Spore. I wanted to have a cool, like, catching Pokemon. So I did that. So I haven't caught a Shroomish and left it a Shroomish. You said Shroomish like 5 times. I will say it more times. Shroomish, Shroomish, Shroomish. I like Shroomish. He's a cool little dude. That's just like Mudkip. Mudkip can learn Hydro Pump, but Marshtomp and Swampert can't. Interesting. Yeah, there must be a handful of situations like that, right? Just, it seems so strange that they wouldn't have the crossover on those move lists, though. Just a very weird way to do it. Shroomish to you, too. Yes. A Shroomish for you, and a Shroomish for you. Handing him out. I mean, he's a cool little guy. You wouldn't be mad to have a Shroomish, would you? A shiny one, too? He's just a friend. Shroomish is starting to sound like a fake move, yeah. When you say a word too many times. Well, and the thing is like, Shroomish is already like a fake animal thing, right? So it's already kind of in a weird spot. It's already not really a real word. As fake as Jimbo Jones. I'm getting called out right now, Jimbo. Not move, name. Move, name, whatever. Whatever, it's all fake. There are a lot of these. I'm a little concerned, though, because if we don't get one of these during this, we're going to be in a weird spot where we have to use a dragon sandwich and know that this is the only thing that we need, which kind of sucks. So I'm really hoping in this 5 minutes we get a little luck and we get a twofer tonight, because it hasn't been happening that way. It's been a little bit of a slow, shiny night tonight. But I think it's going to pay off. We're going to get a Flygon, is what's going to happen. Just straight up shiny Flygon. I'm calling it. This guy is worth the sandwich on its own. The Flygon? I mean, Flygon's really good. And we got Hydraplin. Like, I'm not considering getting rid of this or anything. I would just like not to have to use another sandwich later for it, if possible. The Academy Special should give you a Vibrava or Trapinch easily. Yeah, you know, these do spawn a lot. So, Yeah, maybe I don't have to stress it that much. You right. We don't need the crazy sandwich. They spawn all over the place here. In specifically this area, too. Anyone else think Game Freak is starting to get lazy with the shiny designs? With shiny designs? I don't know. I think that there are a lot of really good ones. There's a lot that are like kind of meh, but I feel like it's always been a bit of a mixed bag like that, right? You look at Sarah Legend, it's like, come on, guys. But then, you know, Hydraplin is not a bad shiny, the caramel apple thing. Very cool little just call out to a real world thing. Flygon was my first DLC shiny. It was pretty neat. Flygon, just like straight up Flygon, that's pretty cool. To get like a fully evolved thing as your first one. My first one was not that interesting. I can't remember what it was. If it was Horsey? I think it was Horsey. Like, not a bad shiny, but again, it's just like kind of whatever. Toxic, it looks like you're talking to yourself. Yeah, well, Z is kind of living that life right now. Z, we just need to let him cook. He's doing his thing. He's trying his best, and that's all we can ask of Z right now. Flygon was my first Indigo Disk shiny. We have multiple people whose first shiny in Indigo Disk was Flygon, apparently. Not a bad one. I mean, definitely could be much worse than Flygon. First was Scorbunny, mine was Trapinch. Piplup. Was it really? You just went shiny hunting for Piplup immediately, though, I'm assuming, right? Did you just go for an outbreak, or what was your deal? It had to be a hunt for it, because I know he's your boy. Yours was Magnemite? That's rough, buddy. That's not a good time. It's not like a bad shiny or anything, and I do like Magnemite. He's a homie, but I already... God, that looks so weird. I thought I saw it for a second. I did a double take. I already had that from the base game. I'm sure a bunch of you guys already had it too. So... What's a good place to hunt Cottony? I don't know if there's a great place to, like, narrow that down, because it's grass and fairy, and both of those things are in that, like, coastal area. So I think it's going to be competing with something else no matter where you're at over there. Are you counting spawns or just ninja eyeing for the blue wings on Flygon? I'm looking at Flygon and mostly Vibrava. Like, the Flygon, I feel like, is much bigger, so I'm going to notice it immediately. But yeah, I'm not going to count on all of these. I have been hunting in this game this whole time without that 15 count thing. I think the only thing that it's really, really useful for is Minior. Like, it's kind of nice to validate some of these other things where they're just little and hard to spot and whatever. But in most cases, I don't think it's the most optimal way to do it. You know? First was Tentacool. Very nice. And a random Doduo. I mean, honestly, it sounds like most people got some decent first shinies in the DLC. There's a Flygon running after me. I gotta go. Haven't got a DLC shiny yet. Do you just not have the DLC yet? What's going on? I was surprise traded a shiny Charmander. I guess that counts too. I don't know if anybody's going for like the gender. There's not gender differences on that though, right? So just getting extras. He's just... Man, that's too bad. That is too bad. Let's take a look at our Applin. Oops. Okay, well, I guess we're starting here. Applin. No mark. Also serious. I was just seeing if our Ivysaur was also serious like that. I don't know if I have the TM for this thing to evolve, but let's give it the apple. Let's evolve it in the sun over here, I think. Alright, I should have the apple to evolve this at least. We might have to go get the... Dude, where are the apples, man? That was leftovers. That wasn't the apple. I should have went the other way. There it is. Syrupy apple. Man, I only have one. Okay. Just a little guy. We all know him. We all love him. Just a little green guy. Very, very golden friend. You know... Yeah, I don't know. I think Friend Ball actually wouldn't have been bad on this. Lots of green. When it evolves, though, we'll see. We'll see. I need Dragon Shear, right? And level up? We need to go make a TM. Bear with me here. Let's go to the Central Plaza. First was a Doduo, then I KO'd testing out Synchro Machine. That is a sad story. Alright, here we go. TMs. Hopefully I have enough stuff to make this. Dragon Cheer. Oh, there it was. Yeah. Alright, we're good to go. Let's level it up. We'll go to the center of the Pokeball. This should just be one large candy, I think, right? Like, oh god. Oh my god, please. There we go. The new friend. Ceiling Cat with the $10, buddy. I appreciate you. They allowed me to put you back on 35% volume. We got a cool 35. Yeah, you know, Friend Ball actually is not a bad pick for this. But Raze did say the luxury ball. We had to do it. He's pretty small, actually. Like, surprisingly small. I thought he was kind of bigger than this, but yeah, good shiny. Fickle Beam, we might as well teach it its special move, right? Diplin, more like Driplin. Good old Driplin. Alright, where do I want to go? Ugh, I love Hydrapple. Good old Hydraplin. It's Hydrapple. Yeah, he's a cool dude. It's interesting the move that it has.
The Grandmaster knew how much my pay button was itching. They are omniscient. So they allowed me to put you back on at 35% volume.
Ah, yes. Praise be the Grandmaster. Always hooking you up, hooking me up. Such a friend. It's Hydrapple, I guess. I thought it was Hydraplin this whole time, literally until this moment right now. I thought it was Hydraplin. Fickle Beam kind of crazy. What is its base power when it doesn't summon all of the friends? Because, like, it changes, right? Depending on how lucky you are, I guess. I don't know if it's like 1 in 5 or what the odds are of getting the crazy one, but with Hydrapple's like special attack with that Fickle Beam, sometimes it'll just do the Fickle Beam with the top main dragon face, and sometimes all five of them will pop out and all do the attack, and it's obviously gets buffed, right? 80 versus 160. Dude, 80 is still really good. I mean, it's a unique move. Like, there's no downside for using that, though, right? Does it miss? What's its accuracy? Let's look. We have it, right? I guess we can figure this out. 80 base power, 100% accuracy. And, yeah, sometimes you get 160. I don't know. I think that's pretty neat. Definitely not bad. No reason not to use that on Hydrapple, for sure. Now my question is, I don't really know where the heck I want to go, what I want to look for. Should we try... We haven't done anything in polar biome. Maybe I'm going to go do a water Sammy over here. We'll see if we can get our Piplup for the boy. It's a 30% chance to double. That's not bad at all. 1 in 3, basically. The 1 in 3 to double damage. Plus, you have critical hits, which are also just a big damage increase. So you could just do a similar type approach, right? You have lots of things potentially boosting your damage there. 160 with stab. Oh, okay. So, hold on. What is it? 160 with stab. So it doesn't double its damage just when it procs? Because 160 would be without stab. And then stab on top of that. Oh my god, that'd be like 240. Is that how that would calculate? I don't know if stab happens first and then it... That's very strong is basically what that is if it doubles. Very, very strong. Gotta go, Toast. We'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out. I want to change my caught Pokemon's Pokeballs. It would be such a nice feature. They have not added it, though. They won't listen to reason. Piplup question mark. We're going for it. We're going to give it a shot. I feel like the Piplup is feeling sweet today. That's what we're going for. Be back in half an hour. Oh, alright. We'll see you around. We're gonna do... Just stack up the cucumbers. You guys know how it goes. Make a little foundation of cucumbers. Oh my god, why did that one bounce like that? Send help. This sandwich, it's getting sloppy. It's getting later in the night. It's not my best work. Emra, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Had to recatch some of the shinies. That's dedication. I can appreciate that. I think it'd ruin some of the fun of ball matching shiny hunters, but ball covers that don't override the Pokeball would be fun. Ball covers. But how would that be different than just changing the Pokeball? Like, you mean you have to do... Because what I would think would be cool is having just, like, maybe a regular level Pokeball, like just... base 1 catch rate or whatever the Pokeball catch rate is, right? I don't know what it is off the top of my head. But just like Luxury Ball, Pokeball, all of those have the same just like default catch rate. I think it would be cool if they had a ball that was just that catch rate. So a little low, right? But you could change it up after the fact. I think that would be neat.
If I just spent 5 hours trying to get a shiny Venusaur and I don't have the shiny charm and I missed the shiny, should I try and hunt it again?
This is a sad, sad message, Burb, and I feel your pain. You can't let it win, though. You can't let it get the dub over you. So I think you gotta make it happen. But I will say... Even if you don't have the shiny charm, there are ways you can make your odds better. I don't know if you're trying to just go full odds or what, but there are ways. So if you're into that, you might consider some of those other ways too. Even just like the Academy Special is something you could do, and you definitely get a decent boost from that with the level 1 sparkling power for everything. But yeah, it happens. It is what it is. You know, the only way that you don't get that shiny, though, is if you stop. So, never quit. Get the shiny. Get that friend that you're looking for. And I appreciate the $5 reduce, buddy. First super chat ever on a live stream, by the way. We have so many people popping in and just saying, like, this was unfortunately kind of a sad message. But I appreciate the $5 and the fact that you decided to pop in. Throw out your first super chat. Never give up. Never surrender. Get the shiny Bulbasaur. I feel like Picnic Reset gives me a better chance of the groups. So we're going to do this for a little bit. Cade, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. What are you hunting? I'm looking for Piplup, mostly. I don't need a Dugong anymore. I legitimately only need Piplup now. So
Outbreak reset Piplup. Only way for good spawns.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to reset for outbreaks right now. But eventually I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to have to just keep getting the outbreaks for the different starters. Like, I would kind of like to get at least one without having to cheese the outbreak stuff, though. Potentially. We'll see. I believe we're hunting Piplup. That is what's happening here. We're hoping for Piplup. It's kind of a rare spawn here. But honestly, guys, I kind of like the rush of finding a Pokemon that is not that common. Like, as a shiny, it's almost like... I don't want to say it's even like the old hunt of yore, but it's kind of that same feeling, right? Where you're looking for that very rare... This isn't quite 1%, but... you know, it takes a while. You only see a couple of them. And we got that with Minun. We got that with Chikorita. And they're just, like, very exciting when you finally do get that thing. Without specifically, you're just like, this is all I'm seeing. Like, it's guaranteed after a certain amount of time, basically, right? But with these, it's definitely not. Definitely not. I don't know where you heard this from, but there should be a customizable Pokeball with a base Pokeball catch rate. You don't know who you heard that from? I just said that. What do you mean? But yeah, I think that would be the nice balance, right? Is just have it have kind of a rough catch rate, and it could be really expensive to change the colors of it too, you know? Because you're going to get perfect colors on it. Have it be like kind of an end game thing. On the topic of resets, don't forget your Spiritombs. I won't. Definitely won't. Tonight is definitely ending before the midnight hour, so we'll get there. The Minun was a game changer. It really was. That was a super, super good find. The Plusle Rush. Yeah, if you're in Scarlet, it's the Plusle Rush. In Violet, it is the Minun Rush. And this isn't that terrible. We just got 6 Piplups that time. We have a decent shot. Much more rewarding because it's a harder hunt. Yeah. Yeah. Now, we sometimes pay because of these the gratification we're looking for in these shiny hunts, right? Sometimes it be like that. Win 5 minutes ago. I was literally just talking about that. And I feel like I've talked about that on stream more than once before, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm sure I'm not the first person to have that bright idea, you know? Minun and Plusle are in both games, yeah, but I think they are flipped, the rarity, right? In Violet, Plusle is way more common, and Minun is the rare spawn. But I think in Scarlet, it's the other way around. I don't have the DLC in Scarlet yet, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. But, yeah. I hunted both of them in Violet. It was probably you. It's definitely something I've thrown out there a few times on stream. The problem with streaming and having to be just constantly talking for hours and hours, multiple days in a row, is a lot of the same things come up. We cover a lot of the same topics each day, and it just comes with the territory, you know? I can be only so creative before my vocabulary and knowledge is expanded. What's the X word here? And my vocabulary as well. My vocabulary also gets used up, I guess is how I'll say it, because I can't think of the good word for it. I play Scarlet and Plusle is more common. Is anybody else on Scarlet? Is that true? I just assumed Minun was the rare spawn. That makes this an even rarer deal. If Minun is just rare in both games, that's even better. Exhausted, probably. Exhausted is what I was going for there. This is why I have you guys. I don't need to have these words in my memory banks anymore. It's only Pokemon knowledge. Pokemon knowledge and breathing. What are you doing? My dog's getting in the gift bag. Get a couple of spawns here. She really wants to hang out. Hold on. There she is. Just hanging. I'm on Scarlet, but I haven't noticed. I mean, in Violet, it was way, way noticeably favored for Plusle. And I just assumed it was flip-flopped, because that's how they usually do it. Plusle is uncommon in Scarlet. Yeah, I figured that was it, but I don't know. I don't know that for sure. I haven't validated that myself. More Plusle in Scarlet. Most people are saying it's more Plusle in Scarlet. What the heck? Manslug, welcome back. On Scarlet, and Minun feels more common. Alright, now I'm just getting very mixed answers. Who do I believe here? Who's telling the truth? I'm going to get it on Scarlet. I'm gonna have to play through all of the first DLC too. And God, when they're far away, they kind of look shiny. Poor Sap. Poor Sap. I'm telling you, like, look at that one over there. He be looking real weird until you get close. Oh my god. This auto battle thing not being fixed is a joke. It's still a thing, dude. Definitely Minun is more common in Scarlet. Alright, good. Good. I mean, it would be cooler if it was just rare in both, because then my thing is extremely rare. But yeah, I would have thought that they would have did it that way. I'm on Sword and it feels like it's non-existent. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, Pokemon Sword. He's real rare in that game. I'm trying to think of some of the other things that weren't in Sword and Shield. It's kind of strange to think about, like, old Pokemon that didn't make it into certain generations like that. I feel like Minun is more common on Scarlet as well. Easier to get the shiny with and encounter 2 sandwich. I feel like even if it's more common, the electric types in that cave are just tough to get the shinies for, because there's so much overlap. The mono electric types, you're just like trapped looking for just a big assortment. We got insanely lucky with that Minun. Very, very lucky on the Minun. Got shiny Cranidos Calm. You need to get DLC for Scarlet for that. Yeah, that's one of the other things. There's a handful of version exclusives now. Back in the first DLC, it was like there were only 3 of them. Like, couldn't even be bothered, man. It's like 3. Really bummed out about them keeping the same dynamic as Arceus. Not keeping the same dynamic as Arceus. Yeah. Legends was so cool. And So here's the thing. This game, Scarlet and Violet, and Legends were developed kind of like side by side. Legends started a little bit earlier, and then Scarlet and Violet like kicked off afterwards. And I know for a fact that they were using some of the ideas and stuff that were happening with Legends. They were all talking, right? And they kind of did their own thing. And then Scarlet went off in this direction and Legends went off in that direction. Now, what I think is both games had things that were good about them. Legends is one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. I really like that game. This game, I don't like it as much, but I do like this game. And I think if they now for Gen 10 just took Legends and Scarlet and Violet and made a game that actually runs decently and has like a mash of those things, it could be amazing. And I just hope they take what they learned from both of those games and make something really cool. Because they have the tools. They've already made the two very cool games. Make it happen. Yellow glow, why don't you shine for me? Glow. The yellow glow. What you talking about? But, yeah. Any time that was spent on these other games is not wasted time. It has the potential to go into something even better. They can just use that. You can definitely see the influence. Yeah, I mean, they were obviously sharing notes, right? Which is a good thing. Like, it's a team. They have to all work together and they have to collaborate and do all that. And I think that's a good thing for us. I like this game, but liked a lot of other games a lot better after both DLCs dropped. That's the one thing, is Legends never got a DLC. Could you imagine how amazing that game would be if it got like a fat DLC? Got a few hundred more Pokemon? Dude, I would still be playing that game. I love how they changed the controls. Okay, that is one of the things that kind of messes with me, is whenever I go from this game to Legends, I lose my mind. The controls are just so different. And I'm just like lost for a while. I bet Mochi Mayhem... Oh, beat Mochi Mayhem with my starter, which was Fuecoco, that you named King. Very nice. I also beat it with my Fuecoco I started the game with, actually. No longer a Fuecoco, a big old Skeledirge, but, you know, still a homie, still hanging out. The zoom in is a nut. God, I'm telling you, from far away, man. They're messing with me. The DLCs made me like Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield better. For Sword and Shield, it's insane how much better that game was with the DLC. Like, with this game, I feel like it went from like a 7-ish, 7.5-ish for me, to more like an 8.5 kind of deal. The main concern I have with this game is just that it does not perform. And there's no shiny legendaries. Those are like my two things about this game. But I think there's a lot of good in this game too. And a lot of people just like kind of take the bad things and kind of just really harp on that. But the two main things for me are just like, man, does it run poorly. It's really bad. And they even had like the announcement of like, yeah, we know it isn't running good. That's it. They just said, yeah, we know. Deal with it. It's fine. Playing Legends right now for the Shiny Alpha decks. Yeah, they have a real end game in that game too with the Alphas. Shiny Alphas and stuff are crazy. I think they reduced the number of daily outbreaks with this new update. I think, No Name, the problem is they're spread across multiple maps. I bet if you add it up, that there's a total of outbreaks that is equivalent or more to the base game, but now they're spread across so many. Quandale, welcome in. Yeah, we know. Thanks for paying us by. Yeah, basically. The thing is like, they're already working on the next deal, and I mean, I think that a new Nintendo Switch is probably getting announced in the next couple months, probably. And I think it's going to be released before Christmas this year, too, probably. Like, just with how their release schedule has gone for a lot of these things, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. And Pokemon is something that they're going to want to have pretty soon after the release. I can't imagine there's going to be anything ready for the release, but they really have to keep oiling the machine. That's a shiny seal over here. I would really like a Piplup. This thing is going to the Shadow Realm if we do not get a Piplup, or if it does not have a rare mark, just so we're clear here. There it is. I'm so hyped. Yeah, and you know what? Like, the thing about it is with a new Switch, potentially, I have a feeling that they're probably going to make it like a I don't even know if it's going to be a full generational hop or not. I think it's going to be like a 0.5 kind of thing. So, like, I don't know if it's going to be more like a DS type approach to 3DS, if it's going to have that much of a power leap, or if it's just going to be like a Switch Pro type deal. But even a Switch Pro, like let's get Seal on the board. The performance increase for Scarlet and Violet will be really nice, but the problem is I'm going to be basically done with the shiny Dex by that point. And I know a lot of people will kind of be, but I think a playthrough of the game with it running not horribly would be pretty cool too, right? See this game as it was supposed to be experienced. I think that'd be kind of neat. But, yeah, there's a lot of potential for previous games to maybe even kind of run a little bit better, just look little bit better, whatever. I have a new Switch, so I'm getting shinies again. Very nice. You don't have the charm yet. Well, get in the Discord. Get some people to help you out with that Pokedex. Make it happen. And that goes for all of you guys. If you're looking for some help with your shiny Dex or whatever, just exclamation Discord in the chat. We got a bunch of people hanging out over there that are willing to help you trade if you need a few things. Now, nobody's going to want to trade you 200 Pokemon if you need all of those. But if you have a little list of, like, some version... That's another shiny seal, dude. You kidding me? Can you believe this? This is, like, 2 resets apart from that other one. What is happening here? Okay. I mean, I should have known this was what was going to happen. Keep the seal. I don't need these seals. Oh. Alright. Let's just keep moving along here. Let's get another seal on the board while we're waiting. There they are. They're just hanging out together. Now, Piplup, friend, we've seen so many seals. How about no more of those? If you don't believe it, it doesn't work. Yeah, the downside of the Sharingan. I can't just be blissfully unaware of all these seals that I'm getting. We have to catch them. We have to see them. Sword and Shield had better DLCs than Scarlet and Violet. I would have liked DLCs better in Scarlet and Violet if they brought back DAs or something. Yeah. It didn't even need to be DAs. Not having any shiny legendaries in this game is rough. DAs are cool because they're multiplayer and there's a lot of other things you're hunting at the same time. It's just a very good kind of end game approach, I feel like. But they've had other mechanics like the ultra wormholes and other stuff that like are also fun. Like something like that would have been fine too. What's the timer looking like? I think I have about 5 minutes. Oh, 8 minutes. Wow. We kind of popped off real quick, like back to back on those seals. I don't know. Two beautiful baby seals blissfully unaware that they're about to go on the ceiling. Unless a Piplup shows up, or unless one of them has a rare mark. I will keep them if one of them at least has a rare mark. I hope I can hatch this thing before my birthday. What are you trying to hatch a shiny of? What are you going for? Have you tried being in the water? Well, I can't picnic reset in the water, but the problem with being in the water is there's also Horsey and Seal and Dugong are still in the water. So there's even more things polluting my, my like, Piplup spawn chances. I think this is my best potential spot. Is the Dugong Knight in this game so you can have shiny Mega Dugong? Definitely not. Not in any game. Unfortunately for Dugong. Sprigatito, 1143 eggs right now. Are you Masudaing? Masuda without the charm is like 1 in... Is it just charm odds? Is it 1 in 1365? I've never Masuda'd without the charm. Can't believe that I missed the first seal just to change my profile pic. Hate to see it. But we got another one back to back, so like you didn't miss too much. It was basically the same thing. The zoom is actually kind of nice on the Piplups. I feel like the zoom isn't usually super helpful, but this time specifically it's been pretty good. 1 in 682 is not bad without the charm with Masuda. So you're at about double odds right now. Soon. I think you got this. You got this. They changed Combuskin shiny in home. Do you think maybe in Gen 10 they'll invent a better shiny for my boy Gengar? I don't know. They've had a lot of time to update Gengar. And they keep giving it really spicy shinies in these like gimmick forms. I really wish they would. But I kind of don't believe they will. He'd just be too cool if he had the best shiny and like... Because if it was that white shiny all the time, it would just be like one of the top best shinies ever, no matter what. Like, there'd be no question about it. So it's almost like they locked that potential behind the Mega Evolution, the Gigantamax. Because it's too powerful to be out there just in the wild, in the normal. You know? Better Beartic shiny. No. We don't need any of those. Just leave Beartic out of this. I don't want to see him ever again. I guess if he had a better shiny, maybe I would be less sad about it. If Gengar was white, it's in the top 10 best shinies for sure. Yeah. Very, very good. Yeah, Armarouge and Ceruledge really need it. What a disappointing shiny for very cool Pokemon. It seems like the coolest Pokemon, they give them weaker shinies, and I wonder if it's on purpose. Because they're just too cool. There was an interview with, who was it? Was it Tajiri? I think it was Tajiri. But anyways, they were interviewing him, and they were like, why do you shiny lock stuff? Just basically flat out asked him. And he's like, well, if you have a really rare legendary thing, and then you also have it as like a super special form, it's almost too much, right? And I've never disagreed so much. But I think if they really want it to be a crazy rare thing, Why not just make the legendaries, like, insanely bad odds? Like, just make them original, like 1 in 8,000 or something even. I feel like that would be fine for legendaries. Like, soft resets, it's a grind. But it's a grind that you get something really cool out of, you know? I think that's the way that it could be handled without just saying, like, no, you never get one of these. Did you do the secret DLC? I did. Just in case you guys didn't know, there's an epilogue that was released today that you have to do a mystery gift for. So make sure that you do that mystery gift sometime in the near future, because eventually it's going to stop being distributed. I don't care to catch the Snacksworth legendaries? Yeah. I mean, it's just basically like if you need them for a Living Dex in home or something, that's kind of the deal, which, whatever. I mean, some people do need those and it's fine. Like, I'm glad that they're in the game. I would rather them be in the game shiny locked than not in the game at all, if that makes sense. Because I know a lot of people probably still need certain ones, and there's people even in the community here that are playing that didn't do Sword and Shield. So, you know, this is a lot of people's first times for getting all of those things, but gonna hunt the legendaries in Pearl later. Very nice. Very nice. What legendaries, like, total can you hunt in that game? Palkia, obviously. Palkia. You can't do Arceus in those games, right? I'm pretty sure that thing is not shiny huntable. It wasn't until BDSP that it was a thing, right? Giratina. Are the birds running around in that? I'm trying to think. Like, some of them were only in Platinum, right? Imagine a world where there was only Mega Charizard Y. I mean, it's basically like the evolution of Charizard, right? I kind of think... I know people get mad at all of the Charizard stuff, but, like, I kind of think that it was cool that they had the X and Y on that, because I think they were both very neat. Yeah. Giratina. Oh, Heatran as well. Cresselia. Darkrai is an event, right? But I guess technically that's huntable in that too. And you can do the DNS thing to get it, right? Where you get the event sent to your game. Oh, Shining Pearl. There you go. A shiny hunt in black, though. Very nice. We're going to be doing some shiny hunts in the DS era stuff sometime relatively soon. I have a few more of the controller mods that I have to solder into a couple of these. I've been waiting for a while, and the last few are coming. The problem with these, like, kind of custom things is you have to wait when you need other parts, or you need additional ones. Like, I should have bought more when I bought my initial batch, but I didn't think. All right, we have one more reset. Let's see. Let's see if the seals are going to live. Regigigas. Yeah, no, that for sure. And the other Regis, too, right? Because you have to get those to get Regigigas. Got one last family spawn of Piplup. What can you do? All right, let's look at the seals real quick, see what we got. Seal what we got. Any marks? Nope. What do we think on Shiny Seal? If it doesn't have the rare mark, it's going to the Shadow Realm. If it has it, I think I'll keep it. That's the only way, though. Toast, welcome back. Do you want to finish the Living Dex on these games first before DS stuff? It'll be like a mix, I think, Mystic. There's times where I get to a point in these games where I have almost everything done, and I don't just want to play this every day. So when we kind of got to the end of the first just base game and the DLC wasn't out yet, we kind of went back to Legends every now and then. We were kind of just juggling that. So here we go. Okay, what was that? Sleepy time. Seal the Sleepy. Seal's sleeping with the fish. Get it out of here. Well, you know, it was worth a shot. Worth a shot. Get him up there. On the ceiling. Poor little guys. Gonna go JSMS. We'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out. Serious and sleepy again. Yeah, that's weird, now that you mention that. Very weird. We've had a lot of serious. I'm done with this for now. Ya boy needs a break. What are you hunting again, Z? What are you putting yourself through here? You know what? Actually, man, it kind of sucks, but I think that was our last Sammy for the night. I think we gotta check the Spiritombs here, and we gotta wrap it up. Tomorrow we're gonna be streaming quite a bit longer. Hold on, I'm helping my dog down. But yeah. How many times have you... Oh, Galarian Slowpoke still? For some reason, I thought you were, like, past that. I thought you were moved on with your life already. So, this is just the same thing from the beginning of stream. What is happening here? What time tomorrow? Same time tomorrow. It is 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But if you guys are already subscribed, I always schedule ahead of time for the streams. So you guys will get the notification and whatever. Just make sure that if you want notifications, that you have the bell and stuff checked and that it's set to all alerts and whatever. It's just YouTube likes to turn them off and only show you a few things unless you have all of the boxes checked for it. So make sure that you're fully set up if you want these notifications. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday are the nights that I stream. We got 2 more checks, and then we're going to raid somebody, guys, so stick around. Don't go anywhere yet. Boy has been through 5 specials. That's crazy. Don't do the sparkling sandwich. Don't do it. You need to make it happen. I think we got like 2 or 3 in one Academy special. You're just charging up your luck right now. Make sure to disable and re-enable your shiny charm too. I think that'll probably help you out. I refuse to waste herb on this hunt knowing that you'll get one randomly. That's what I'm saying. Don't do it. Don't do it. Z knows the way. Sparkle Power 3 Ghost for the heck of it. I wish. I wish. Am I like flying? I'm not like losing altitude. Maybe I am. It's weird. When you have the flying ability, you never run out of flight like you used to in the base game. You know how you could only fly for a certain amount of time? You no longer have to deal with that once you get rid of the no flying DLC. Alright, one more. What shinies do you have with the rare mark? That is a good question, and one I do not have the answer to right now. The problem is a lot of my shiny dex is in home now. I don't think I have any shinies with the rare mark in the DLC, though. I don't think we found a single one yet. Alright, guys. I'm going to do my end of stream deal. Guys, stick around because we're going to raid somebody. But if you haven't liked the stream yet, please consider doing it. Helps your boy out on the algorithm. If you haven't subbed yet, we're making our way towards 11K. We're getting close. And I appreciate all your guys' support today. We've had some gifted memberships and super chats and all that stuff. I really appreciate you guys doing that. I know you don't have to pay to watch me on YouTube, but it means a lot that you guys do it anyways and support the channel, because it all goes back to microphones and things for the stream. So I appreciate you guys. And Allison, I appreciate the fantastic cards and the ditto and everything else. I really, really dig it, and you guys are the best. That was the big win of tonight. So, yeah, we have a few people paying even more for these memberships. We have Woodrow the Kid, Panky Rang, Zonathan04, Sir Shicker, Kasane V2, Z Toxic, Oxford Stripling, Chrissy, Ellie Dogmeat, Glad Shorts, Fujitobi. And in the cultist here we have Mistaken, Oriso, Ray's Plays, Eighth Anguis of the Grandmaster Sailing Cat Ouroboros, and Volt. Guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out. Even if you're not, you know, doing the whole membership deal, if you don't have the funds for any of that stuff, please don't stress it. I just appreciate you guys hanging out, being part of the chat, being around. And, yeah, let's check this last Spiritomb. Dude, that Hypno freaked me out for some reason. That isn't even the color that shiny Spiritomb is, but seeing such a weird, like, color you don't usually see on this mountain like that, right next to where it would spawn, I was like... Alright, let's see who we're gonna raid right now. Bear with me, guys. Let's see where we're going. Alright, Trash Can Man's doing some epilogue shenanigans. I think he's just shiny hunting, though. Do a hashtag calm raid in the chat, guys. Guys, please don't spam. Please be respectful. And just give him a like, hang out for a little bit. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time. Good night, everybody.